It should work. Oh, one in the party. There we go. That's. Oh shit. Okay. Forgot to copy paste my own stream thing. How do we do it? Channel. This. There we go. Alright. While we wait on the loot, matchmaking issues, I'm working on it. I hope it's not going to impact custom games. Yeah, so while we wait on the game to start, or the draft to start, I'm just quickly going to claim all these rewards. So I just picked up the battle pass. Oh. Alright. Go, 11 to go. Gonna go into the archive real quick. I do daily stare. Div5 is so buggy. It's crazy how buggy it is. I don't care if I got, like, I don't need a notification saying I got something. Can it be any buggier? Holy shit. I don't know why it's like just dying. Ah, there we go. Now we should go back to the party. Alright, well, the players are loading in. Alright, so while we wait on the draft notification. Players are placing themselves. Yeah, just waiting. I'm just wrapping up some dailies in Blue Archive while we wait. Alright, looks like all the players are ready. Once we got that draft notification, we'll be switching the screen over. Kinda need the draft link to be able to spectate it. Alright, here we go. Camera has been positioned. We're just waiting on the go button. Okay, looks... Just waiting. Okay, so looks both teams have given the ready check, so we are about to start the draft, ladies and gentlemen. Know what that means. Alright, we're starting with Radioactive on blue. Okay, we're gonna be banning Silas away. Let me get the league screen up. We're gonna be banning Silas away from Grow Jack. Big Boy Jack. Let's see what else we are gonna get banned today. I think I've casted like one game of let me just look at the score real quick while we do this. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Alright, we've got did I? No. I don't know. Is there like a missed ban or something? Not too sure. For the side of TNT Tacos, I don't seem to see what the first ban is, unless it is a missed ban. If they are using a sub, that would mean they lose 2 bans. see if that is the case. Okay, so it does look like there is a sub situation. So here on the side of Radioactive, we're going to be banning away Silas, Jax, and Kled. We're trying to ban out Cower's champion pool. I think the Silas ban here is for Grojak. Alright, and the final ban here from the only ban here from TNT Tacos is going to be the Zac. Alright, Mordekaiser here going to be locked in as a first pick. Very interesting to see Mordekaiser insta-lock. Normally you pick Mordekaiser into something. You don't just blind pick it, but I guess it's got a decent set of matchups. So we are playing in a much lower division than we are used to casting in general. So interested in seeing what this brawl is going to bring about. Looks like we are going to be picking Volibear to lane into the Mordekaiser. Not a bad matchup for Volibear himself. It's a pretty decent matchup for him. We'll have to see if that is what indeed gets locked in. Alright, Volibear does indeed get locked in. And now what are we going to pair with? Are we going to pick a jungle? The Ashe is still on the table, but I don't know if these teams play the Ashe. We don't have time to review the OP.GG. No, but the Caitlyn is going to be the big priority here for Zeus. Alright, so we got Caitlyn and we got Volibears. We've got good siege potential here from the side of Tacos. Let's see what a Radioactive answer is. The Viger, okay, it's blinding both solo lanes? Interesting. Unless your mine is a Viger player. I mean, Viger can be flexed down to the bot lane, but normally it'd be flexed as a support. So, alright, it looks like we are picking up the Jinx to go into the Caitlyn. So, fun fact, if when Caitlyn or Jinx kill each other, there is one bonus gold added to the kill bounty. Unless they have removed them, but that was like the gimmick when you're playing Piltover versus Criminals. Okay, a Kassadin? Alright, making his debut here on my stream. Hello, buddy. Alright, so we've got to the second round of bans. Very interesting to see a Kassadin pick here, but it looks like Lily's champion pool going to be targeted a little bit. It's going to be taking the Zyra away. But, I mean, on the side of Radioactive, we already have a little bit too much magic damage, so I don't think drafting any more magic damage is actually a smart idea. So, let's see what they end up doing. Okay, the clock is ticking here, and we're still thinking on the ban. It hasn't been locked in yet. It is going to be a Maokai. Okay, so probably thinking that this Volibear is in the top lane, and I probably should be. I don't think we've seen much Volibear jungle in a long time, and I think that's for a good reason. I don't know. I don't think Volibear is a very impactful jungler at this point. The Nocturne going to be taken away here. A good AD jungler and a very good at either engaging or counter engaging. So we'll have to see. And the Amumu banned back in response. Okay, so we're taking away tanks that have the ability to build magic damage away here from the side of Tacos. Alright, we are now probably gonna have to blind pick something, I'm pretty sure. What do Tacos want to blind pick? More than likely just their support. Probably gonna get, yeah, something aggressive to go with the Caitlyn. Okay, the Taric, not something I would have considered with a Caitlyn, but I mean, it's pretty solid into Viger, with the ultimate being able to delay the execute potential. Here the Viego going to be considered here for the side of Radioactive. Great physical damage dealer, works with resets pretty well, and has good reset synergy with the Jinx. So they are going to have to prioritize insta-killing someone so that the fight can start on a good note here. And let's see what we pick up here for Lily to round off the team comp for the side of for the side of Radioactive. We don't have any real way of engage, so I'm probably expecting something like a Nico or a Braum, maybe an Alistar or Rakan. We need some form of engage, some way to start a fight. Either that, okay, I mean, we have ways to find a pick. We don't really have ways to start a fight, but we have ways to catch people out, which is good. At the end of the day, it is good. The Sejuani here being considered for tacos, a very, very beefy team with the Volibear, the Kassadin, the Taric, the Sejuani. It's going to be hard to get through this much, and there's no real front line here for the side of Radioactive. I mean, Viego does build a little bit of HP, but prioritizes like Wit's End and items like that. And Mordekaiser, while he does build HP, most of the time they just go damage instead of going like Rylai's into tank, which is what you're normally supposed to do here on the Mordekaiser. The draft is finished here, so we are about to get ready to get into the game. And you know what that means. If this is your first time in my stream, normally during the champion select is when we opt to run the ad break. So subscribing will help you get over this barrier, but if you want to watch the ad and tell me about it afterwards, feel free to do so. I'm just waiting on the ready check here from both teams, and then we'll get into the champion select. An interesting team comp from both teams. Outside of the Sejuani, there's no real form of engage outside. Well, I mean, Volibear can just randomly ult a turret, but outside of ulting at a turret, the jump is pretty short range. So we'll have to see how Tacos handle this. Coming into this, Radioactive has not lost a best of 5. Has not lost a series yet. So, pretty confident, and with the Jinx, the Viego, a single kill turns into a game-ending team fight, depending on who dies. So we'll have to see if Radioactive are able to perform with the clear lack of engage that they drafted. But also, we do have to be wary of this Kassadin. If he hyperscales too hard, we'll probably just be able to one-shot the Jinx even through a black shield and like a locket or whatever. But we'll have to see also what Lily decides to build. Morganas normally tend to go like Leandries and stuff. They don't really go like the Zhonya's plus a support item to be able to force the engage. The only real way I see Radioactive starting a fight is if Viger lands the baby cage or Morgana lands an Ice Q and then flash ults. That's what I'm seeing here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I just I wasn't seeing a lot of ways to press the go button, and all right. So as the champion select is on its way, I will be running the 3-minute ad break. So yep, I will see you guys after the ads. I've got a water bottle here. I'm gonna go get another one just in case. You never know. I refilled the entire fridge today anyway, so shouldn't be that big of a problem. But here we go. Run a 3-minute ad. See you guys in 3 minutes. And I'm gonna go turn off the backlight and open the front light because the fan is making noises and it's driving me insane. So I'll be right back. Well, it's Glitch X City. I just got tired of getting hit by copyright claims, and even the Donkey Kong music, believe it or not, Magic, it started getting copyright claims. So it was like very, very fucking annoying. So I didn't know what to do, and I figured that because none of my YouTube videos that had glitch music ever got hit, I figured why not just put on the whole glitch album. Yeah, so we're down to just glitch, and if glitch ever turns on me, then I'll have to like pay $10 a month to like, I don't know, Monster Cat or whatever the fuck the royalty free music is nowadays. So I mean, it is what it is. At least these are remixes so that the original authors can't be like, oh, Chinese company. So now this has to be like glitch's copyright claim from herself, and I know Glitch IRL, so I'm not worried. We're on good terms, so hopefully I don't get fucked over by a very, very long-term friend. But anyways, I'm just gonna go get a quick bottle of water, and I'll be right back. Remember, if you want to avoid ads, feel free to subscribe. Shut up, fan. My God, it almost feels like we're that one Donkey Kong level. Like, oh, we're in Frantic Factory. You just hear something like squeaking half the time. Wait, what did I do? Oh my God, I just left that with battle. I'm stupid. Wow, I literally just exited out of the fight. I didn't know you could do that. Alright, we've got our bottle of water now. Let me go turn the lights on so you guys can see. This is just a ceiling light. It's not a ceiling fan with lights. I should get it fixed later on, but I mean, it is what it is. This apartment is old. The building is like almost 100 plus years old or whatever. So I've been here for a few years. It's kind of nice. I don't know. I like it. So, aside of that, how you doing, Magic? If you're still around. I'm just doing some dailies on Blue Archive while we wait for the game to start. Let's see. Oh, yeah, people should be coming back from the ad break in just a second. Oh, awesome. Did you manage to get back to Diamond? I saw you demoted. Felt bad. I didn't want to say anything. Hell yeah. Gotta support the fan base. So were you free tonight for the clash after the cast? Because lock-in's at like 9:15, but I don't know if we're getting like 5 games. Nice, nice. Well, according to Lab, they've never lost a series in Div5. So, I mean, if it goes well, it might be a 3-0. I mean, I've only casted 3-0s for the past few days. It's a little sad, but... At 2 minutes to go. I gotta get in the mojo, you know? Oh. I'd like get in the mood for like with different music, but whatever I put on is getting hit, so. But anyways, Magic, it's ARAM Clash, so I don't think it's gonna finish too late anyways. The games are gonna be really short compared to like Summoner's Rift. Huh? Is the screen frozen? Oh, my bad. Sorry. For some reason, if I like lower the screen or whatever, it kind of like freezes. That's my bad. Sounds good. Okay. All right. Let's mute the playlist while we get ready to do the skin roulette. Here we go. In a second, of course, when it decides that it wants to happen. All right. In today's edition of Skin Roulette, we have... let's see how much time I'm going to have to do this. We've got Old God Mordekaiser, Vanilla Viego, Baron Von Viger, Arcane, Enemy Jinx, Star Nemesis Morgana, Ink, Shadow Volibear, Traditional Sejuani, Pre-Void, Cassidon, Heartthrob, Caitlyn, and Armor of the 5th Age, Tarek. Hey, we got it. All right. So, clearly not Division 1 levels of internet speeds. Close. But Not at the pro level of internet speeds. Alright. Here we go. We've got quad teleport, double barrier. This time, though, we are seeing a Caitlyn with first strike. And funnily enough, there is a glacial augment here for the Taric. Electric versus first strike in the mid lane. And standard runes everywhere else. Interesting note. Well, blue versus green smite. Yeah. Nope. Nothing uncommon here in this lower elo finals. I say lower elo because Div5 I think is like max, like what is it? It's like plat 1 is the max like LP you can have or whatever. So I'm not sure. Well, it's gonna be interesting to see if we see any good macro plays. We'll be focusing a little bit more on the team fighting than objective control, but if there's good objective control, we'll be praising that as well. Okay. So we've got the AP start on Volibear. He does have grass, so I do not think we're seeing the Flicker Blade build. We might just see unending into like Radiance. Well, we are getting a leash here in the bot lane on blue side for Alucard. While Mamago is starting solo at his chickens. Interesting that Viego would start chickens. Okay. Important thing for this lane, Mr. Lab is going to have to be able to dodge the Volibear E's, as it is going to be Volibear's main way of trading outside of just landing his Q and the passive of the Thunder Pause, or the Lightning Pause, or whatever they're called. Just call them. I just call it the Static Bear. Alright, ooh, a nice dark binding here from Lily early on, forcing the dazzle by Terra. Chaos Sarah going to put a ward here in the river. And we get an early level 2 here for the side of Radioactive. Unfortunately, Lily getting caught by that Caitlyn Q. What is the Caitlyn Q called? Let's see. It's called Piltover Peace. Okay, I'm going to just call it Peacemaker. I'm not going to say Piltover Peacemaker every time. That's a lot of words. Okay, we are now pushing in the Caitlyn. Alucard going to finish, going to skip Gromp and head straight top lane. Okay, interesting. There is a ward on the enemy buff, but Lab in a little bit of danger. Alucard is here. We have the Permafrost active, but we are going to back away. Both junglers are going to meet at the blue buff, though. 20 seconds to spare. Let's see how Mamago does it. Zeus dodging out of the way of the Dark Binding, and it looks like the Sejuani is just going to go around the blue buff, look for the possibility of an invade, calling the Volibear down. Mamago could be in a bit of danger though. And yeah, that's gonna be first blood. A great flank here by the Sejuani. Putting the Mordekaiser pretty far behind in terms of tempo. Gonna be forced to use that teleport if he wants. Putting the Viego behind, taking his buff. And Lab has to be a little bit careful. Gonna get stunned up, knocked up, forced to flash here. And we do end up stealing the blue buff from Viego. So Mordekaiser here forced the flash because he face checked 2 people, and Viego on his first back got double longsword, so it's not that bad. Kassadin is out of consumables though, so Stormy is able to manage, even though Stormy is a little behind on CS, probably focusing a little too much on poking. Alright, Lily is running very low on mana here. And yeah, outside of that, Kassadin gets his first back in, gets boots in a tier. Standard for Kassadin, just slowly building up items. Once he hits that level 16, he'll be able to start popping off. Okay, Your Mind is looking to get a recall in. A nice Dark Binding here by Lily. Again, dragon has spawned, so it is a Hextech dragon. Not a very important dragon. I mean, though, on the side of Taka's, it is pretty damn useful. Alright, Cower going in here for a trade. Lab getting pretty low. The Obliterate is going to be isolated, but the shield coming in is going to be enough to help him out. However, he is fairly low. Still hasn't purchased yet. Neither has the Volibear. The Flash stun with the delayed E gonna be enough here to take Lab out. And things are getting off to a very rocky start. A 900 gold deficit early in the game. The Mordekaiser are going to be forced to use his teleport to get back as a huge wave is crashing in. First access to level 6 is Kojak in the mid lane. And he is going to pounce directly onto Stormy. As he should. So you should not let the Vigar AFK farm. That's enough blue archives for now. A little bit of farming here and there in the mid lane and bot lane, but so far we've got a blasting one here for the Mordekaiser, and the Volibear just straight up going for, I believe, a Spirit Visage first item, so it's going to be very tanky. We've got Lab and Maleko here at the Grubs, but in a little bit of trouble. We send Cassid into the Shadow Realm. Maleko here forced to flash away. Vigar is here, just hit level 6. It's going to be interesting to see what we do. Kojak here forced to flash away, and Sejuani going to prioritize taking the objective. Force the Stormbringer away. Does Maleko have the stun? No, it was not available. So it's a 2-for-1 trade. And we do force both the Sejuani and the Cassidin Flash here from the side of Radioactive. Only trading for Maleko's Flash because he did not have the Heartbringer. And Lab gonna be in a little bit of danger. One more auto attack is gonna do it. And oh, he's almost got his shield. And it's not gonna be enough, but here Maleko gonna be trying to find the Volibear. The Soul Takeover is gonna be enough with the passive. He has hit the level 6. Gonna Heartbreaker in, and that is a double kill here for the Viego. Maleko putting in a carry performance. A redemption play, but Kojak getting the better of Stormy. Stormy is out of mana and cannot do much. And Dark Binding here gonna go towards Albuquerque and miss. But Stormy really needs to take a recall. Was hoping to probably get more money so he could get towards the Lost Chapter. A nice route here by Lily, but unfortunately a Tarek with a Negatron, a Null Magic Mantle is going to be enough to just shrug it off. The Tarek Shield also being very, very helpful in this lane. Alright, so looks like we are still going towards the Rod of Ages here for the side of Volibear. We just bought a Spectre's Cowl early. The Zap 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 is going to land, but the 90 caliber net not going to find its target here. Cower looking to take a fight here. Takes a decent bite out of Lab, and Lab is a little more worse for wear at the end of that trade. Zayas, though, is out of mana, so we'll have to see what ends up happening. Cower here looking to push Lab away. The Flash here forced from Vigar due to the Sejuani gank, and we are going to have to be careful. It is Rod of Ages first item on the Vigar. It looks like we are going Kraken Slayer first. Kojak is going to jump on Stormy. We've got to be a little bit careful. Alright, here goes. Lab taking another trade with Cower. We've got the big bite. Going to Thunder Dive him, but it's not going to be enough. Going to be pulled back here by the Death Grasp, but Lab has to be a little bit careful. Screen froze for a second. And yeah, oh, that might be enough for another kill. The Sky Shroud gonna be good enough to take another kill. Lab not having any fun in this lane. Stormy gonna be pushing the wave in against the Kojak, but has to be careful. Kojak does have a Lost Chapter, and he could just jump over the baby cage. Mamago is looking to fight this Volibear, but this Volibear is pretty strong. However, we do have the Heartbreaker, and the Volibear has no ult. We are going to miss. And, oof, almost a stumble here. And Gojak going to be able to... Oh, wow, he's going to live by the skin of his teeth on that one. Going to be thankful. Unfortunately, the Super Mega Death Rocket going to be the touristic attraction as it is going to fly by and observe the Kassadin getting away. Gojak gets level 9 here, though. Be able to turn and possibly just get a kill on Storm. I mean, Stormy has to be a bit careful, but Alucard might be in trouble, forced to queue away here. Both junglers want to get access to these grubs, but it is on vision, so we'll have to see. We do get the teleport in here from Alucard, and the Vigar ult is going to come in, but it's not going to be enough. Gojak going to be jumping on him. One more jump is going to be enough to kill. Alright, and with that Rift Pulse, it is going to be enough to take down. But the Viego is pretty big here. Rampage. The Kassadin's got to be a bit careful. And Your Mind getting a bit isolated away from the wave here. As the Taric and Caitlyn are trying to dive. But Jinx having a decent amount of extra CS should be fine. Catalyst of Aeons picked up here for the Volibear. Rod of Ages finished here for Stormy, so unfortunately is a little bit behind against this Kassadin, who will just continue to outscale him. But if you can keep stacking up, you should be able to put up a little bit of a fight. The biggest problem is, though, there's a lot of magic damage here for the side of Radioactive, and not much physical. So unless Your Mind gets accelerated, Viego's really going to be the only source of physical damage here in team fights. Lab taking another fight against Cower here, getting ready to send him to the Shadow Realm, the Stormbringer here, and Cower going to be forced to flash away. Good trade here by Lab. And another fight in the top lane, but Lab this time much worse for wear. Viego nowhere to be seen at the Dragon Pit. We do have to be careful. Another EQ combo from the Volibear should be enough to take him, so we do have to be very careful. Mamago going to get over the wall, and we're gonna baby cage, try to assassinate people, but the Taric ultimate is gonna be enough. And Your Mind looking for a kill on Zeus, doesn't have the flash. It should turn around. Viego with the Heartbreaker, gonna be able to take over the Caitlyn. And the double kill onto the Sejuani. Mamago putting in some work. Here, that's a triple kill. Kassadin's almost out of mana, but there is no Riftmaker available here for Mamago, so we're going to be able to defend. And we take the dragon. Great fight here by Radioactive. Mamago really putting the carry pants on, nearing that 2-item breakpoint that Viegos love. Is Collector versus Yuntal in the bot lane. I really don't like Collector first on Caitlyn, especially when you have to chew through bruisers. I really do like Yuntal. That extra attack speed, really nice. So Jinx gonna get scaling crit and has an attack speed steroid, while Caitlyn has sometimes the opportunity to execute. So far here, all the money is on Mamago. So if Mamago goes down, Radioactive's going to be in a little bit of trouble. We do have the Rylai's finish here for Lab, and it looks like we are getting plated steel caps here. The Cower going to do a good job pushing the wave in. Almost has his Rod of Ages, which is going to be a big power spike for the Volibear. We'll have to see. We said we are going Leandre's Torment here for the side of Morgana, so we'll have to see if we decide to opt in for a support style item second, or if we're gonna go Zonia second. Okay, Lab taking another trade with Cower. Alright, the Shadow Realm and the Stormbringer are up. Alucard, though, is making his way. Stormy here forced to flash backwards against Gojak, as he is threatening his life. Still no completed item on the Kassadin, but with the Mercs and just the Kassadin passive of 15% less magic damage, it is a pretty good amount of resistances versus a Vigar. Lily here looking for an engage, going to miss the Dark Binding, but Sejuani has put up a tent in the mid and top lane, so there is no real worries about a gank bot lane. Okay, a nice Dark Binding here. We get the Dazzle, but the Spirit Shackle is going to be enough. The Super Mega Death Rocket with the Ignite is going to be able to help You Are Mine secure another kill. Sorry, their first kill. Jack has to be careful. This Viego is Triforce Kraken already, which means he does a lot of damage. Sejuani still no first item, really going the garage sale build of just building whatever, I don't know. This is the Heartsteel Sejuani, Warmog Sejuani, who knows? We'll have to find out. Alright, the Stormbringer is going to be procced here by Cower. We have not used the Shadow Realm yet. Here, Gojak finally, both mid laners sticking to 11. This is level 2 Riftmaker. And Gojak going to be in a little bit of danger. Going to get Baba Booed by Viger. And Sejuani missing her ultimates. Going to just proceed to walk away. And now we are starting Rift Herald here for the side of Radioactive. So things are looking really good here for the side of Radioactive. About 3,000 gold lead. Almost all objectives. And yeah, nothing really to worry about. The Sejuani is so far behind. It's just not even funny. There's the 3,000 gold deficit right now for the Sejuani. So it is going to be... that's Heartsteel. That's Heartsteel Sejuani. Okay. Well, hopefully she'll be able to get stuff done. The Rift Herald has been summoned in the mid lane, forcing the teleport from the Grojak. But we've got a trade here in the top lane, and it's not looking that good for Mr. Lab. And we are crashing the Herald in. Maleko going to be able to help take this turret, and has enough damage to just keep going. Spirit Shackle's not going to be able to land here, but Cower in a bit of trouble. Gonna get the bite back. Oh, and Lab gonna dodge out of the way. He does have the flash. We get the isolated obliterate, and that is a solo bolo for Lab. Finally able to bring it back. The plates have fallen off, but we did take that first turret in the mid lane. Both bot lane turrets are starting to get pretty low though. Alright, Stormy does have to be a little bit careful because Sejuani is coming back to visit her campsite, which is set in the mid lane. And Lab should be able to take this top lane turret without any interference. So good job on him for that. You Are Mine gonna take a decent amount of damage from the Peacemaker. But Dragon Priority is over to the side of it's over to the side of Radioactive. As Sejuani and Tarek are both in the top side of the map. Big wave pushing into the tier 2 and a top lane here for the side of Radioactive. And a Dragon's going to go down like it never existed in the first place. And Maleko going to continue hard farming. Here, threatening the Caitlyn is level 12, has almost 2.5 items. So should be able to help get this turret. So wave crashes in. We'll just have to wait for the turret to start auto-attacking something. Gojak here gonna look for a possible flank onto Stormy. Has the 30,000 Riftmakers. And Gojak here gonna be potentially punished. Gets the Rift out of the way. But Stormy gonna be able to live by the skin of his teeth. The Shadow Realm not invested yet by Mordekaiser. This is not available. And yeah, that should Super Mega Death Rocket, woo, gonna go right through as the Tarek dies before. Some head pads coming out here from Maleko. We get the a little bit desynced in terms of the ultimates used for Lab and Maleko. Could have potentially killed this Caitlyn had we committed. And Sejuani was not near enough to stop. Sejuani also on cooldown. I don't know where it was used. Probably to deter whoever was chasing her out of the jungle. But yeah, Maleko really having a lot of fun right now in this jungle. And has to be a little bit careful. There are multiple people, but we are level 13. We are going to Heartbreaker over the wall. Hit into the... Oh, okay. We are in a bit of trouble. The ace in the hole is going to be enough to take the shot down. You should never flash when you have a Caitlyn ult if you have nothing to block it. But Mamago dying here means that it's going to be a Baron Nashor here for the side of TNT Tacos. But we'll have to see how much of the base they lose, because we have Lab, and Jinx is taking turret aggro. The Super Mega Death Rocket going to be invested. And, okay, so that is an inhib turret. Viger going to be trying to be a little bit of a nuisance by distracting them. There's potentially a few Nexus turrets here. If Viger can go distract him a little bit more. Oh, Stormy does have to be careful. Stormy going to be going down here, flashes, but we are going to be able to get a Nexus turret, which is huge here for the side of Radioactive. So we got half the base for a Baron. That's completely worth it. Mamago, unfortunately, kind of trolling in the enemy jungle, greeting a little too hard for a red buff, but... Oh, no, that's not the cold water. That's the cold water. Okay, so we've now got 2 items already on the Jinx, 2.5 items here on the Mordekaiser, and we're nearing 3 items on the Carmen Sandiego. A collector, I don't agree with this item on Mamago. I feel like he should have continued the Bruiser route, like getting Hysterics, getting a Death Stance, because without investing in actual survivability, the usefulness of Viego kind of goes down if he gets caught. Because, I mean, it is a Kassadin who's a little bit fed, and a Volibear that's not... Well, okay, teleport here invested. We're going to also channel the teleport here from Stormy. Oh, Kojak essentially using... I think this is a best of 5. Lily going to spot out Tacos. And Mamago here whiffed, throwing Stormy the other way, unfortunately. But able to steal away the Gromp here from Alucard. Alright, things are going pretty good here for the side of for the side of Radioactive. Lab in a bit of danger though. That is a Caitlyn with 2 items. And the 5-man in the top lane here for Tacos. And look, everyone's here top lane. Alright. No one is looking for... Just going to get a quick recall. Let's see. Volibear not going to be able to finish an item here. But yeah, so far we're just looking to wait out this Baron buff. Stormy in a bit of danger here, gonna get ulted by the Caitlyn, gonna be taking a 50%. Lab also in danger, needs to decide who he's Shadow Realming before he dies. Is going to Shadow Realm the Caitlyn, and is going to be able to survive through the Caitlyn. And Jinx is starting to pop off with the assist. You are mine, commit, just auto attack, kill the Terra, get the resets, keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't be scared. And that is going to be Infernal Soul Point here for the side of Radioactive. Archangel's picked up here by the Kassadin, but unfortunately it's a little too late to start doing much. A 6,000 gold deficit, only 1 turret to 7, 1 grub to 5, 0 dragons to 3. Things are looking very gloomy here for the side of Tacos, and this looks like a game 2 angle. The draft was a little bit confusing, but Mamago really pulling in the hard work with this Viego pick. Okay, Mamago here looking, and it's gonna do about 20% of Sejuani's HP here. And you're gonna continue farming Sejuani's jungle. Poor Sejuani, not gonna have any access to CS. Okay, Mamago has a Toot Walk away here, but we are going to be able to heal back up. And on this next push, okay, the flail going to hit the Viego, forcing the Heartbreaker out. Lab in a little bit of danger. Doesn't have the Shadow Realm, but the Super Mega Death Rocket is going to put in some damage. We need Lily's ultimate, but it's going to be a little too late here. Get the teleport in from Cower. Stormy is pushing in the mid lane. But I don't think he's going to be able to get anything out of that. But a good fight here for the side of Tacos. Unfortunately, a little too greedy trying to get turret plating and stuff. And, Viger ult going to take Kassadin low, but not going to be enough to help him take the kill. Mamago here really looking to take all these buffs and stuff away from the Sejuani. He doesn't want to give her a chance to play the game. And Isaiah is here clearing out the minions inside the base. Okay, Mamago here looking for a fight against the oh no, just looking to chill. Gonna be pushing in that wave. And is he gonna take a recall? Already has the collector. Hopefully we are getting something like a Death Stance next. I feel like that would be an appropriate fourth item for the Viego. I would love to see Steric's Gauge or Black Cleaver, but I don't think we are gonna see those items. The Dazzle comes out here from Chaos Eric, and it's not going to find its target. Alright, Mamago here with Stormy looking to push in, but the Sejuani is here for the flank. We have the ultimate, the Taric ult gonna come in, and Stormy's gonna be turned into some fried chicken. Okay, Mamago, they're looking for a play, but not gonna be able to find a W through the wall. They are pinging that Volibear is alive. The ultimate here from Sejuani comes in on Mamago. A soul takeover gonna be enough. And we're gonna ult over the wall. We gotta kill the Kassadin. And Your Mine is sped up, has the red buff, but chooses not to attack Zeus. Alright, we've got the Infernal Dragon here in 2 minutes. That's probably what we're gonna be looking to do. Outside Baron is up, but it is probably going to be the call for now here. The inhib has respawned in the bot lane though for Tacos. But Wojak and Alucard are gone for at least 15 seconds. So this should be the freest Baron in the history of free Barons. And then we are expecting to see some recalls. Let's look at the items real quick. Finally have the death cap here for Viger. Unfortunately, Stormy not having the best game. But Jinx should be able to finish out Runan's Hurricane and start working on the next item. Viego now has the Sundered Sky. So 1 item away from full build. And we've got the Rylai's here on Morgana. Very, very interesting choice of item here for Lily. Mordekaiser also finishing the Leandris is pretty good. And other than that, Stormy now pushing in a really big wave in the mid lane. He is alone though, so has to be a little bit careful. Mamago is just super turbo power farming. The CEO of taking every camp is this man's name. Even the scuttles aren't safe from him. But we are trying to get some vision here. Alucard gonna be in a bit of trouble. Going to Q in the wrong way, and Mamago gonna get a kill here. Now looking for Zeus. And the soul takeover on the Caitlyn, but we get hit by the roots. But we are a big ass. We are a big ass Viego. However, the Volibear could make a play, but we're not, and that's gonna be a clean. Okay, well, Grojak is alive, but that's gonna be a clean 4 for 0 here for the side of Radioactive, and it looks like the game 2 angle from TNT has been activated. Grojak gonna try and do something on the Kassadin, but we've got a Baron Dub Jinx who's kind of fed, and she just has a gun. So when a girl has a gun and you've got a like Halo lightsaber or light sword, beam sword, it's gonna be not enough to get to the end. So Radioactive going up 1-0 in this best of 5, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like the invite for the next game is ready. Waiting for that, but let us unmute. There you go. There we go. Let me update the scoreboard real quick. There we go. Oh man, my head is killing me. I think it's just also my neck. Oh, I don't know what I did. I haven't even cracked my neck or anything. But it's in so much pain. Maybe it's the way I was sleeping. I don't know. Alright, well, while we wait for the players to arrive. It was clean from the side of Radioactive from the start to the finish by Mamago. A little bit of a greedy play at that red buff in the mid game, but outside of that, nothing really to talk about. There clearly just seemed to be a skill gap here, like a pretty decent skill gap here in terms of the jungle power. Sejuani building Heartsteel Garage Sale build is a little bit interesting. I get it that Heartsteel is like a good item, but when you're super far behind, kind of need to prioritize more like supportive items to be able to do so. Heartsteel is a very like selfish item that Sejuani isn't like that kind of jungler, you know? Like she's picked for the team, by the team, of the team, you know? It's not Graves or Kindred where honestly you can build whatever you want because you're going to be super far ahead. The Viego this time was super far ahead, kind of built whatever he wanted, and it kind of worked out. The Collector never really came in, as his ultimates were just normally enough to get kills. But yeah, we'll have to see here what we get in terms of drafts for game number 2. Waiting on the players to arrive. And yeah, so far it's 7:52. We've already finished the game, so it's looking good for Clash. We should probably, at this rate, we are definitely getting some Clash games. With who? I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. I will keep the stream up for the ARAM Clash for the boys that want. Actually, no. I'll just record. I'll cast my Clash games by recording them after, and we'll put them on the channel and stuff. Don't worry, we've got the stuff to do, so it should be enough. All right. A little bit of delay for players joining the lobby, so right now we are just waiting. While we wait, let me just open Eros Fantasy real quick. You will not see it up on the screen. At least you shouldn't. Please don't show up. There you go. And, yeah. Just gonna continue doing more dailies while we wait. Oh, hey, it's the new day. Nice. Sorry if there's background noise. That is the construction machines here in my town. My street has been like in renovations for like 2+ years or whatever, and I don't know if it's ever gonna be done. But welcome to Montreal, where there's construction like every 5 seconds for 50+ years each. Alright. Wait. Alright, the players. Oh, alright, it's just Paradox. Eventually, the TNT players are going to be joining the lobby. God knows when, but hopefully soon. Right now, we got some Glitch X City music, and chill Pokemon beats. So enjoy. Ah, there we go. The players are starting to join in for the lobby. So we'll get to see what side, whose side selection. We'll get to see the draft. So it shouldn't be too long. Alright, side selection is being decided right now. Alright, so it looks like we've got. Oops. Jesus. The draft is up. So let us change our screen real quick. There we go. Put myself back in the middle. And I'll just wait for the draft to start. We've got Tacos on blue side here for game number 2. That means that hopefully they have a first pick that'll be a little bit more impactful. I felt like there wasn't much going on from the side of Tacos in game number 1. I get it, when there's a super fed Viego, there's not much you can do, but it felt that like it felt like Tacos were playing with different game plans than in terms of team plans. So we'll have to see what we get this game here from Tacos. Hopefully some good stuff. I am looking forward to seeing what they can pull out here. So players are placing themselves. We're just waiting here. Waiting here on the ready check from both teams, and then we'll be starting the draft. I don't know why my neck hurts so much. You know what I should get as a Christmas present for myself? I should probably get a neck massage. That would probably be the best Christmas present I could afford. So I'm trying to see if I can actually go. I don't know. I have to call my sister soon too, but she's going to bed. Okay, I'll call her tomorrow. Maybe she'll know. Christmas, I got to go down to my parents for a few days, then coming back up, I think, on Christmas Day itself. So I think my sister and her boyfriend have to go to his parents' house for Christmas, so she's doing Christmas Eve with us, and then she has to go back. So if I can get a free lift back to Montreal, I'll take it. Bus tickets are very expensive, about $90, $99, $100 for a round trip. So it's pretty expensive, and I'm not rich by any means. was just answering Paradox and DMs. But yeah, I think someone is in the bathroom. So okay, we've got the ready check here from Tacos. Waiting on the ready check here from the side of Radioactive. We'll be able to start the draft. Sorry, I'm just doing dailies while we wait. We're just waiting on Maleko. He is absent right now. But there is a set amount of time that you can be AFK from the screen. So no worries on that note. So we'll just chill out, just enjoy the beats, and I'm going to continue doing this portal event in what's it called, Eros Fantasy. Oh no, am I gonna lose? No, I'm losing. What? No, get better, team, do better. Why am I losing? This is rigged. This is rigged. I'm losing. My team does like no damage. I got 20 seconds left. No, come on. I know. Lead's about to get taken down. Well, unfortunate. I don't have the DPS. Alright, looks like Maleko is back. Oh, nice. I'm in the top 50 for this event. Let's go. Alright, we've got the ready check here by both teams. So it looks like we are going to get the draft started momentarily, ladies and gentlemen. Look forward to it. Look forward to it. Alright, we've got Tacos on blue. Let's see what their bans are gonna be here. I think they are still using the sub, so we are going to see only one ban from them on blue, but I think their priority on blue is just to get a solid first pick. The Volibear answer, while it seemed good early, didn't seem like it did much else afterwards. So have to see what we get out of that. Okay, we've got Silas and Kled so far, same bans as we had. Now onto the actual ban that Tacos can have. Let's see if it is going to be the Zac or no. This time it looks like the Viego is hovered, hasn't been confirmed yet, but it is what is. Clock is ticking. They're thinking about the ban. This Viego was very impactful here in game number 1, and it is indeed going to be banned away. Alright, and we are this time going to ban Kassadin away instead of banning I forgot what was banned game 1. Does that make me a bad person? Well, I can just check real quick. Oh, it was Jax. Instead of Jax, we're going to be banning the Kassadin. So Taco's here prioritizing a insta-lock of Misfortune. Mordekaiser going to be picked here for Lab. He had a pretty good mid to late game with it. Early game was a little bit of a struggle, but I mean, laning into Volibear, never really fun. And Sejuani did gank quite a bit. So, Stormy going to be sticking to the same game plan with the Viger. Didn't have the most amazing game, but had some nice baby cages. Honestly, it's all you really need when you're playing Viger. You don't really need to land much else. Okay, Maokai here that was banned away in the second rotation is being considered here by Tacos. And it is going to be locked in here for Elgar. A little bit of a stronger team comp. Nibia here, the consideration for Grojak. A decent pick into the Viger. Viger is very short range, so you can opt to punish that super short range. Stop working, holy shit, I'm casting. It's so fucking loud. Oh my god. It's giving me a headache. Sorry guys if it is annoying in the background noise. Okay, so the area is locked in. Okay, so we have a solid team fighting team comp here from the side of Tacos. I'm gonna pick up Caitlyn for You Are Mine. Interesting. We don't know if this Maokai is going jungle. Could be going support, as it's seen a lot of play in support recently in higher divisions. But we'll see. This could be just a classic standard support tank Maokai in the jungle position. When I say support tank, it means he goes like Locket and all the like support style items. We're still going to be banning the Amumu Wiz. We're not confident that this Maokai is the jungle pick. So if it isn't the jungle pick, then it is indeed a solid ban. Yeah, we're going to be banning Maleko's Zac away, as the Mordekais are already locked in here for lab. And we're going to be banning the Jax away as we did in game number 1, this time on second rotation though. Yeah, Tacos are thinking here on the last pick. And we are waiting to see what it's going to be. And it's going to be the Nocturne. Okay, so Nocturne and Zac. Now Viego also banned. So Maleko is going to have to show us something new. Should probably look to pick his jungler here. And the Morgana here going to be picked, a staple here by Lily. Caitlyn Morgana, a much better lane than Jinx Morgana, so it should definitely be a decent bit stronger. And Misfortune with lack of mobility has to be a little bit careful here. Could be in trouble if she gets caught. So that is a lot of damage compared to Jinx Morgana. Okay, the Volibear. Okay, are we literally just getting a salty run back outside of the bot lane? Is that it? Like, is this literally just a salty run back? Okay, it's a Volibear and J4. Okay, so it is indeed support Maokai. And J4 here going to be locked in for Tacos. Okay, so Maokai MF. I don't know how well that plays into Kate Morg, but they definitely have the team fights, mid-game, wombo combo style, press all your ults to do shit button. That is indeed what Tacos have drafted. It is low to the floor, high utility, things that do stuff.com. Alright, and Maleko busting out the Rek'Sai here in game number 2. Okay, I have not seen a Rek'Sai jungle outside of Cross playing it, and Cross is a challenger Rek'Sai player. So we'll have to see if Maleko is ready to show us his moves here on this Rek'Sai jungle. Alright, now we're just waiting on the champion select to start. As always, when the champion select does start, we'll be getting that little bit of an ad break. So if you are not a subscriber, you can subscribe to avoid the ads, or use Twitch Turbo, which counts as if you were watching the ads, but you won't get the ads. And yeah, so we're just waiting on the ready check here from both teams. And yeah, we'll see you in the game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna run the quick ad break now, just so that way it's out of the way, while we wait on the ready check. But here we go. So enjoy your ads. Let me know about them if you're still there afterwards. Alright, Champions Select has started, so as always, we are just chilling while we are waiting for the game to start. So here from the side of Taka's much more normal style of team fighting team comp, we are looking to slowly scale into 5v5s. Don't want to take isolated picks, so it is probably going to be like a 4-1 with the Volibear split pushing, buying pressure in a side lane while the other 4 group up. So we have the Jarvan, the Anivia ult, the MF, the Maokai, good amounts of peel and tankiness, and hopefully good amounts of damage here. So have to see what we get out of here. On the side of what's it called, Radioactive, we've got we've got good scaling solos with the Mordekaiser and the Viger, but if we can get corrupt priority, it is going to be vital to be able to pick up these turrets, as Caitlyn is a champion that loves just clicking the turret and blowing that shit up. So that is indeed what we want out of this. Welcome back from the ads, everyone. And Lily, this time though, we do have somewhat worse ways to go in. I mean, Rek'Sai, like Viego, not really the go in machines that we are used to, but Rek'Sai, if she lands some damage towards a champion, is able to follow up with a unstoppable sort of style for the Malphite ult. So she will be able to connect if we get the chance to. So that is something we can look forward to. Here we are now in the spectator lane, just chilling while we wait. Let's pause the music as we're about to get into the game. About 30 seconds left before we do the skin roulette. Here you go in game number 2's edition of the skin roulette. We've got Ink Shadow, Volibear, Commando, J4, Bewitching, Batnivia, Broken Covenant, Misfortune, Worldbreaker, Maokai, Old God Mordekaiser, Lieutenant Rek'Sai, Baron Von Viger, Arcane Commander, Caitlyn, and Star Nemesis Morgana. We do have the quadruple teleport, double first strike in the bot lane, still first strike on the Viger. We've got the Grass versus Conqueror and a double Conqueror this time in the jungle. Let's get ready to get into the game. So here we go. Opted for the heal instead of the Ignite on Lily this time. We do have the Ignite on the Maokai though. Let's see how we get things started. I can turn the sound back on. There's no
30 seconds until minions spawn.
There's no Melio spamming the laugh emoji. Alright, Mamago and Alucard are standing in the middle, not to show where they are starting. We've got standard 5 point on both sides, so I don't assume anyone is going to go for some crazy vision points in this game.
Minions have spawned.
We'll have to see if Stormy is able to have a little bit of a better performance in what feels like a harder matchup. Mr. Lab is having a bit of fun with the Mordekaiser, and once again, Alucard is going to get a bit of a leash. Rek'Sai this time also starting on chicken like they did last game, solo. So we'll see both junglers are starting on their red sides of the jungle. We'll have to see where we go from there. Jarvan's gonna flag a drag over the wall, and good old Jack gonna miss his CS. Alright, we got a nice dark binding here by the Morgana, and Your Mine gets the first strike, first blood, as they are the first to poke and proc their keystone. Okay, they're level 2 here. Early by the side of Radioactive. Stormy gonna take a nice electric combo here. So far, just some chill farming. This time, Mordekaiser are having a lot more fun in the tower. Less Sejuani ganks means a little bit more action here in the bot lane. Give me a second. Let me just close this real quick. So it's making me lag. Is it closing? Okay. Alright, sorry about that. So far, nothing really to comment on. This time though, Mr. Lab having a much better laning phase, but Stormy taking a bit more damage than he did in the last matchup, as this time Anivia can actually, fight back. Alucard is here in the top lane though. Once again, the knock of the Flagon Drag, the Mordekaiser going to flash into a beautiful Death Grasp to get away. Kojak gonna be taking a little bit of damage. Oh, Anivia probably in kill range, but has to flash the other way as Rek'Sai was here. And Stormy gonna live on an inch of his life. Has to be a little bit careful the next time he gets hit by a skill shot. He is probably just dead though. Chaos Seric going to get hit by the Dark Binding, and Mamago this time opting to re-gank the flashless Anivia. And Stormy is going to be in a little bit of trouble. We are going to get the Anivia passive. Anivia is going to come back with some mana. Unfortunately, Stormy, no access to mana, can't really find the damage. Rek'Sai is forced to lose their flash off the Flag and Drag. That is a little feels bad, man. Mr. Lab going to make Volibear miss his shield, so that is a good trade. But now Alucard is in the bot lane looking. And nice Dark Binding here by Lily to disengage. But Your Mind has lost both his summoners. And Mamago once again ganking the Anivia, saying this time you got no passive, you dead, you got caught, window shopping. Mr. Lab having a fantastic laning phase this time. Not forced to lose anything, but was forced to flash away. Beautiful play allowed him to live in this early game. Volibear here, this time going to go Blasting Wand once again. So instead of the Spectres start going to be doing a little bit more damage. Rek'Sai with the advanced tempo. Grubs are spawning in 17. We've got an Infernal Dragon this game. So we'll not get an Infernal Rift like we got last game. I wonder if this game is going to get more important dragons, because the game was kind of already decided before we got to Dragon Soul. So it didn't really matter who was taking it. Azais and Your Mind are going to be putting a ward in the same bush. And Azais is going to get the first strike part this time. Okay, Kojak going to be using his ultimate to clear the wave and get some poking, putting a wall in front of Stormy's face so he cannot just run away. And Stormy not having a lot of fun in this lane. And that is going to be a solo bolo here from the side of Kojak. The Stormy not really respecting the damage that is mid laner can give him. Mamago not able to get a grub steal forced away here by the arrival of the Volibear and the rotation of the Anivia. So far things looking fantastic here for the side of the Tacos. Compared to last game where Mamago was like 30-0. He's only 1-0 so far. That does have a little bit of a gold lead thanks to the fact that he took, that he got the first blood. But Stormy going to regret giving that Anivia a kill, because snowballing in Anivia just makes your laning abilities a little... Ooh! And the beautiful flash here from Cower to outplay Mr. Lab's Deathgrass as he saw that trick coming and he said, fool me once, shame on me, but fool me twice, shame on you, brother. I ain't falling for the same damn trick twice. And Stormy almost going to get 100-0'd by a single Anivia combo. Chaos Eric really looking to get that level 6, so you have some play potential. Collector first on the MF, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of Collector first. If you build Collector first, I honestly don't feel like it's a good item. Mordekaiser are going to take Cower here to the Shadow Realm. And he's got more stats than him right now. And Cower going to be in a bit of trouble. The Black Dragon to the Cataclysms. Chaos Eric going to take the kill here on to Your Mine. And Mr. Lad this time getting a very early solo bolo onto the legs of Cower. Misfortune having fun playing the First Strike Roulette, using her double ups to potentially just get more procs. We're going to crash a big wave into the turret. Not going to get a wave out of it, a plate out of it, because Volibear has really good wave clearing abilities. Lily is going to be looking to take a recall here. And okay, we went Spectre Scowl again. Except this time went Spectre Scowl second. So now we have a Blasting Wand instead of Catalyst. So he wanted a little bit of that dueling power. But so far, Lab having a fun time dueling this Volibear, to be fair. This time though, we gotta be a little bit careful. The Malady of Metal is gonna wear off, and Stormy gonna take another pretty bad trade against good old Jack. As Anivia is only going to get worse when she actually builds AP. It's going to be a thing of regret. We do have the Flag and Drag. We do not have the Cataclysm. The Flash invested here by Jarvan, forcing the Flash of Mr. Lab. And here, Stormy's got to be a little bit careful if he's going to put the Baby Cage. He is going to find the Snowball. Ouch. Alright, well, Stormy going to get turned into some frozen shish kebabs after that, and unfortunately nowhere close to getting his item, and the Anivia just having a lot of fun CS gapping him and everything. And we get the bullet time here from Zeus, but it's not going to be enough. The Spirit Shackles are going to be broken as Zeus walks away. But we get the Flash Twisted advance into the Ramble Smash. Zay is going to be able to take the kill here in the bot lane on Lily. We've got the Flag and Drag Cataclysm from Alucard, but Maleko is just like, yo. No. And are we going to be able to land the Snowball? No, we are not. And yeah, Jack unfortunately just gets murderized here. But while we are doing that, we are going to be able to get a few plates here in the top lane by Cower. And that's some good money put into Cower's pocket, catching up the little lead that he had lost. Okay, Jarvan being the one in the Shadow Realm has to be a little bit careful. Alucard probably going to die here. And okay, Stormy with a nice play. Maleko on the grubs. We are pulling back, but now Stormy in a little bit of trouble. Gets Stormbringered into the monkey paw, and he is saying hello to his ancestors from the skies above. Gojak here also potentially looking for a kill onto Lab. Almost has it, but Maleko is nearby. I mean, Lab has to be a little bit careful. We do have Electric coming off cooldown. The teleport though from the Anivia was really nice. Able to get the revenge kill onto the Viger, but Your Mine has rotated into the mid lane to get some plates. The Viger, not being able to have any fun in the mid lane, has decided to rotate towards the bot lane, where you can probably safely farm against the Misfortune who went Collector first. Not going to be much pressure, and Miss Fortune's going to run into mana issues because she does not have the essence of the Reavers. We have the Rod of Ages now finished by Stormy, so at least he gets some stuff done. But let's flicker the gold real quick. We've got a 700 gold lead in the mid lane for Kojak. It's even in the top lane. It's about 900 gold here in favor of Mamago. And in bot lane, Zeus is up about 400 gold. So that is about all. Okay, I'm going to put the scoreboard down for now. It's not any relevant information to be given from it. Mamago going to be looking to start up Dragon number 2. We are 3-3 in grubs. There are no void links this game. Okay, but we've got Nature's Grass. The Flag and Drag is going to find 2 people. A beautiful bullet time is going to find 3. And we are low. Mamago forced the ult early, and Lily's going to die too. Now Zeus is in range to almost just kill Stormy. Gun to his face. Going to be like, Baba Booey, motherfucker. And Radioactive going to plunder, hunder, and blunder. Unfortunately. But TNT showing what their team comp is supposed to do. Big chunky, big monkey wombo of the combo. J4 going for a Titanic Hydra. Very interesting. And unfortunately, Lab allowing Volibear to bite him to get the like 900 million HP heal. No anti-heal, so gonna be a little hard to take trades for the time being. Death Grass, we're not gonna hit it. And yeah. We are 1-1 in Dragons, 3-3 in Grubs. The Stormbringer here gonna be progged. The Shadow Realm wasn't available, and Cower now going to be taking an advantage over Mr. Lab. And we have 3 Grubs and Demolish, but we are gonna choose to just back away. 1200 gold, so we get to finish the Rod of Ages, which is really important. We probably want some boots. Some boots would be nice. And I think a Canic Rooker against this team instead of a Spirit Visage might be a little bit more helpful, as there's no source of true damage. Thornmail in the works here for the side of Mordekaiser, and we are getting Mercury Treads, given that it's an Anivia this time. Okay, Alucard going to make Mamago tunnel away, but Lily here in a bit of trouble. The Snowball is going to miss onto her. We are going Stridebreaker for Mamago, so a little bit more of a responsive build. You Are Mine went Collector first, so hopefully I want to see something like a Yuntal second, as we're going to need some attack speed. You don't need an attack speed item if you just build Yuntal. Okay, Lab and Cower just slapping each other once again. This time, Mr. Lab taking some good trades. And there is no Stormbringer, but we do force the flash. Here now, Mamago should have enough damage. Morgana stealing the Rift Herald. Hey, yo, what? But we are in trouble. Zeus just flashing his chest, getting the double kill, as MF's boobies are too enticing to not look at. Kojak here gonna take a decent chunk here from You Are Mine, but Morgana stealing the Rift Herald with what I believe just a Dark Binding. So we don't like either Dark Binding or like the last stick of the W, but Alucard had Smite. There's no way this should have happened. I guess it was like last frame and it just kind of happened. But we get the top outer here for TNT, and Kojak is forced to teleport into the bot lane to stop the advances of Stormy. So far things are looking pretty grim here for the side of Radioactive. In game number 2 at least, this salty run back team doesn't seem to be working. Like, while yes, Mr. Lab did get the solo bolo in game number 2 first, and did survive the early game compared to game number 1. This time Mamago is on a champion that can't 1v9. There's a big difference between Viego and Rek'Sai. You know, like, whenever Viego gets a kill, oh, wow. Okay, we're forcing the flash here from Lily. And a beautiful engage here by Alucard. Cower here just able to farm up. Almost has the Spirit Visage, so we are looking good. But Lab taking some good trades. Yeah, the biggest difference between Viego and Rek'Sai is whenever Viego gets a kill, he technically gets 4 new cooldowns, including a refresh on his ultimate. So it's a lot of damage. Rek'Sai has a go in button. She has a tunnel to get out, but can easily be interrupted. So, yeah, things not looking too great here for the side. Gojak looking to take a play onto Stormy. Is he going to be able to get the solo kill? Anivia going into Egg. And Lab here going to be able to kill Alucard, but we need some damage. The Stormbringer going to be brought here, going to be pushing. Oh, wow. Well, Jack able to kill through his Egg. Revive. Maleko is looking for a play, but we get the bullet time, and it's not going to be enough. Zeus is now dominating 6-0. Yeah, this Viger pick is just not working out. Screen freeze for a second. Don't know why. Baba Booey. Come back to life. So yeah, we now have the anti-heal for the Jarvan. Okay, interesting to see we're going like the kind of like bruiser Jarvan route instead of like the sustainability Jarvan route. So it's like more of like the kind of like on hit kind of style J4 with the Titanic active and stuff. So hopefully we see a little bit more health items. I don't want to see that Executioners turn into a... honestly, I would have loved to see a Bramble here picked up by J4. But it makes a lot less sense than an Executioners. To be fair, I don't think J4 is the one who's supposed to be building an anti-heal. If anything, Anivia can easily just hold on to an orb. But Gojak here, going to get a flash into the Morgana. The Soul Shackle is going to be used, but it's not going to be enough. And that is going to be dragging priority here over to the side of TNT for this game number 2. Maleko going to be looking to try and get a steal. He does have vision. And is going to be able to get it. Going to go down, sacrificing his life. But a beautiful dragon steal showing that once again, the jungle diff is still miles ahead of Alucard in terms of stealing objectives. And, you know, Lily also stealing the Rift Herald. No one getting it, but denying the Rift Herald from a team that clearly had the priority to get it. Really good stuff. Looks like we are going the Rift Maker here for Mr. Lab, realizing that we need a little bit more, you know, fightability against this Volibear, who is now going, he's going the Flicker Blade build. Interesting. I would have more opted for like an Unending Despair and just become really a super turbo tank. Gojak here might be in a little bit of trouble. You are mine now. Oh no, working towards the Collector. Man, come on, Caitlyn needs the auto attack, guys. You can't be doing this. Gets caught out, gets thrown. The bullet time almost claims another double victim, but it is not going to be enough. Gojak here going to take a recall. Probably has his. Okay, I mean the Malignance would turn off. Yeah, it's basically an Abyssal Mask at this point for Anivia, given how fat her ult is. And it's an extra source of damage. It's not damage over time. Okay, Cower here going to find... Mr. Lab going to find Cower here on his way back to the top lane. Right now, we need to chill out if we're radioactive. If not, it's a game 3 angle. It's not match point at least, but... from a very convincing game 1 to a not convincing game 2, I honestly don't want to see these blind picks. Like, we got the blind pick Vigar 2 games in a row. Not that the Mordekaiser is bad, but it feels anti-synergistic with what we're trying to do. Alright, Alucard here going to get a Flag and Drag here onto Mr. Lab, but we do have the Shadow Realm button. Let's see who we do take into the Shadow Realm. It looks like it is Jarvan that has been sent to the Shadow Realm. We do have Lily here for when we get out. But we're gonna get... Ooh, okay. Caitlyn here, maybe with the opportunity to clean up, but she doesn't have any attack speed, so can't land any auto attacks. Unfortunate here. And yeah, this is a 5k difference. Maleko going in, gonna get the assassination attempt, but is gonna die, so that is gonna be... Okay, that is a double kill here for Maleko, but that is gonna be an inhibitor traded. Oh, Stormy is coming, but Gojak is going to take a decent bit of turret aggro. Has to be careful. And Stormy's life is going to be claimed. So unfortunate here for Radioactive fans. Seeing the team kind of crumble in game number 2. Mamago is doing what he can, but he's playing Rek'Sai. He's not playing Viego, not playing a 1v9 champion. And if you want to like 1v9, you got to play shit that can 1v9. Once Rek'Sai's like ultimate is used, you know, yeah, she has a bit of AoE, but like this build doesn't scream I will 1v9 everyone. Zeus now on 3 items. Doesn't need to build attack speed because he's a caster. Caitlyn, on the other hand, is not a caster. Needs some attack speed. She has a passive that gives her crit every X auto attacks, but you're not auto attacking on this Caitlyn. You are landing your Q and praying to Jesus that something works. Bulwark, no Stormbringer, no Flash. Probably gonna be executed here. We're giving the money to the Rek'Sai. I feel like we should have given a bit of the money to the Mordekaiser so he could finish his item. Rek'Sai starts to fall off from this point of the game, so a little bit unfortunate here. We have the Flicker Blades now. Working towards the Leandre's on the Anivia. Maokai building whatever he wants, as long as he gets his ult and his W onto key targets. All that really matters. Things are looking pretty grim. Zay is also with the Swifties, means he can just run away from these people. And Gojak here going to find Stormy, forcing him to flash. Big summoner spell used by Stormy, who was just caught walking in a jungle that they had no vision in. Unfortunate. Alright, Mr. Lab trying to put some pressure into the bot lane, but Cower is just going to show up. Does have the level, well, the item, a huge item advantage. It is, it's only 700 gold difference, but because we're investing in so many components, okay, we get the Flag and Drag, the Cataclysm. We know the Viger doesn't have anything, so, ooh, okay, I mean, Caitlyn going to do a little bit of damage. Mamago really trying to get this soul point going. But I don't know if we're going to be able to hit it. Gojak here going to help kill Lily with Zeus. And yeah, it's Operation Get the Fuck Out of Here. The Maokai ultimate going to be enough. And yeah, that's honestly, the way things are, I think we just start planning what's going to happen in game number 3. And personally speaking, I would honestly love to see something else than this Viger, as it is clearly not working. It's getting counterpicked both games, and it's getting solo kill often. And that is the outer turret in mid taken, so there are only 5 turrets left here for the side of Radioactive. We're now going to recall with the Anivia, finish the Leandre's. MF's going to get closer towards her next item. Let's see, what's the MF buy? Okay, we're getting close to the Black Cleaver. Got a BF sword here for MF. Now Volibear's going to be building his boots. So yeah, Locke could also finish on Maokai, so I mean he's basically full build with the Trailblazer and the Locket. Doesn't really need any more items of that. Any more items would be nice, but I don't know if we're gonna get there at this point. Alright, Zeus applying pressure in the mid lane. I love it. Just press the E just to get 10 gold, but you didn't do enough damage to get a single gold from the first strike. Hilarious. Lily here forced the flash away from the MF as she does a little bit too much damage. We are dragons in 3 minutes, 2-2 in dragons. At least we've done a good job slowing down the objective takes, and the fact that the Herald was stolen was pretty big because a few more turrets would probably be missing if not. I mean, Zay is going down here, but Volibear getting a double kill. There's no damage left here on the side of Mr. Lab doing a little bit of damage here, but Volibear, yeah, Mamago has most of the team's money and he's not there for the team fight, so there's no real team fight here. The inner turret is going to be taken without any contention. Lily does a little bit of damage on this Morgana, but it's not enough to get stuff done. It's going to be a clean, I mean, it's a 3-for-1 at the end of the day. Oh, sorry, 3-for-2. But at this point, Radioactive are just making blunders after blunders after blunders. And you're so far behind now that, well, it just kind of doesn't matter anymore. There's too much of a gold lead. Double teleports are available here for the players of TNT, so they can feel free to be splitting both top lane and bot lane while just keeping the MF in the mid lane. They're constantly pushing the wave. So Dragon's going to be up in a minute 40. I don't think it's going to be a very decisive Dragon to take. Honestly, this Baron is what's a little bit more important with Siege Power to just end the game. Yeah, Lily going to be spotted, going to get caught out with a flag and drag the Twisted Advance out to Lily. We do get a nice Dark Binding, but Gojak is here to just say hello. Have you seen me? And Zeus is the one who will take the kill. That is a free Baron if I've ever seen one. And here we go. We're doing the scuttle on the bot side and just trying to farm up here for Radioactive. No jungler means no potential to steal. And now working on even more items. Caitlyn on her third item, but still hasn't built any attack speed. So now we have the Yuntals here for MF, which is an interesting item. But she will have 100% crits once she finishes stacking it up. And yeah, that's about all. I mean, we pick up the Riftmaker here for the side of Lab, and we get the Rabadons here for Vigar, but outside of that, Seeker's or Morgana is important, but I mean, the team is so far behind in terms of money that it just doesn't feel like it matters. Crower here is going to be able to find Mamago, and he's level 18 Volibear, and he's huge. He's just so tanky. He's got 4,000-ish HP. I mean, Vigar has 3,000-ish HP, but there's just no damage on this Vigar, unfortunately. A little too far set behind. We're going to be taking this Dragon. Then with the Baron, we're probably just going to push an entire lane. I mean, no one is looking to stop Gojak right now. So the Force invested here. Flash invested here by Zeus to get away. But we get a nice flag and drag knocking up. You are mine able to get out of the way. But we've got the Nature's Grasp. And we're just going to do this Dragon. Yeah, that was like an auto Q from the MF, and I gave 27 gold from the first strike. Mamago here getting a nice knock-up, but we've got we've got too much damage here, and Zay is gonna be in a little bit of trouble, but okay. I mean, Lab able to trade back 1-for-1, but that is going to be the inhib taken, and that is going to be Mountain Soul Point at this point. The side of Tacos is just too tanky to get stuff done against. I mean, even if you take down the Jarvan and the Zeus, even if you take out the Jarvan and the Misfortune, the like 1,000-0 Anivia is still there. And then there's this big ass Volibear who's basically untouched in teamfights. Also, Chaos Eric is very annoying. He does have roots and slows and just a lot of crowd control to help his team out here. And things are looking pretty grim for the side of Radioactive in this game number 2. It's definitely a game 3 angle, but I think we definitely have to address the problems in the draft. Blind picking both your solo laners. We are on red side, and we saved jungle pick for a Rek'Sai. I mean, while Mamago played well or whatever, I mean, it's a Rek'Sai, you know, it's not like it's not like we're counter picking. Jungle is like a blind pickable role, so like it just didn't matter. Plus, yeah, the direct side did not have enough impact to deserve the last pick here. Lab here gonna get stunned up, gonna get dragged. Doesn't have the Shadow Realm yet, but gonna be taken to the graveyard. And we are grouping as 5, using the teleport to take the turret because it makes the minion invulnerable. When teleport change though, you will not be able to invuln on a minion, as the target will no longer be invulnerable. Objective bounty spawning soon, but this turret should just be going down. Alright. Here goes, and the inhibitors in top and bot lane are broken. We're now looking to get the information out of the mid lane, and then the game should probably just be over. The baby cage here going to find the support, but even then, like, look at how tanky the support is. We do manage to kill him. The Rek'Sai ultimate invested, but now Mamago here just gonna get sent to the Shadow Realm. You Are Mine getting some good positioning, but Gojag's just going to assassinate You Are Mine. And we're not going to be able to get away. Mordekaiser here with some nice plays, but here Gojag is just going to respawn. Let's see if Mr. Lab is able to win this trade. The Volibear is starting to heal up. And here comes the Anivia, so yeah, that's probably a lost cause. And yeah, the Anivia is going to be enough, but Cower was winning that trade. So that is essentially a 3 for 2. Sorry, a 3 for 3. But the base is almost fully exposed here for the side of Radioactive. We've got super minions spawning and pushing into the base. Mamago is going to try and get something on Gojag, but we've got the stun, we've got the wall. The Anivia ultimate is going to be enough. The ace in the hole is going to be able to take out this Anivia, and more. Volibear just going to be sitting there, rooted for what felt like years. Mamago going to be in a little bit of trouble, and he is going to be going down to the Volibear shield. Going to be enough to keep him alive. We do have the teleports here for Gojag, but we're going to be looking to do the Baron Nashor spawning in 30 seconds. We now have 3.5 items on the Mordekaiser, but I mean Volibear is almost 5 items at this point, and same thing with the Anivia, so it's just even if we pop the Anivia passive, the only one there to do damage was the Morgana, and I mean Morgana's got like 1 spell that does damage, and then everything else, you know, it's kind of meh. She's also a support, so the money is limited, so we weren't able to kill Gojag through the egg. He just revives, forces Morgana to leave, and that is going to be Baron number 2 here for the side of TNT. Dragon Soul also on the line here in 40 seconds, so we'll have to see. We are getting recalls in. The Bloodthirster here for Misfortune. We've got the Koenig Rigged for J4. The top lane inhibitor going to be respawning soon. But right now, the Stormy does have his teleport, so he is pushing in that bot lane. Sorry, that top lane, because there are. Top lane inhib has respawned. So that is good for Radioactive. But Mamago here in a little bit of trouble, forced to use the dash away, so might not have it for the dragon. And Zeus here just he does about 20% with a single bounce from the double up, even if the minion doesn't die. And that is going to be the start of the Mountain Soul. It is taking so fast, I don't think Mamago is going to be able to get in range. And now we've got a Mountain Soul here. Look at how much shield this Volibear has from just the Mountain Soul. Lily here going to be taken to the Shadow Realm. The Zonia is not enough here. Gojag looking for a play, and You Are Mine just going to get assassinated. And yeah, that's the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. A very disappointing performance here from the side of Radioactive. Unfortunately, I just feel that it is a draft issue. And if we fix this draft issue, I think we should be fine. And Mr. Lab is going to do his best to defend, going to send Jarvan to the Shadow Realm, but that is a Koenig Rooker and Mercury chance, so Jarvan might be able to like survive. And yeah, that's an ace. And that's game number 2 in the bag. The series is back to being tied up. Who will take match point for in game number 3? You'll have to find out. It's so laggy. Okay, there you go. I'm in spectator. Alright. Let's get the scoreboard updated real quick. So Taco is taking game 2. Putting that pressure. Alright, so it looks like we've got Radioactive on blue side for game number 3. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to fix the drafting issues. Here we go, game number 3. the draft. Just waiting on Lily to arrive in the lobby. Alright, the players are starting to place themselves. So once Lily arrives, we should be good to go here for the draft. Got the ready check from the side of Tacos. I think Bangadon is just helping with the draft. I'm not too sure. Oh, there's right. Oh, I guess there was a little bit of a bathroom break in the games. This new channel, the month where, man, this update thing for the browse channels and Discord is the biggest debate ever, because it'll always say there's new channels, but you click on it and there's nothing that says new, so you're always wondering what's the newest channel, but like it never tells you, so it's like XD. Client is insanely laggy tonight though. Might have to reboot after for Clash. Hey, it's cool. What, did they just like erase two of the bands or whatever? Or I guess you could set it up with the amount of bands you want. That is funny. We are now down to a best of 3. Both teams are 1-1, which essentially eliminates the best of 5 part of the best of 5. It's been very one-sided. It was very one-sided for Radioactive game 1. It was very one-sided for Tacos game 2. Now game 3, what's it gonna be like? Who knows? I just hope that the draft issues are fixed. Because blind picking both your solo laners into losing lanes, like blind picking weak solo lanes into losing those solo lanes because you're getting counterpicked and just outplayed. That there has to be more on the table than just that. And if Mamago has to carry, he's got to pick a champion that can carry, because Rexa is good to get like maybe 1 kill. But yeah. Alright, Lily is here. It looks like we should be able to start the draft. Okay. We're looking to take away Zeus' misfortune here. Game number 1. So the bans are finally seeing some adaptations early on. Keep in mind that since there is a substitute used here for tacos, they are down a... Okay. We're banning the Anivia, we're banning the MF, so are we just banning what we banned, like what they played last game? Because, okay, so we're going to be leaving the top lane picks open. The Silas, the Kled and the Jax that were prioritized as bans in other games. Let's see here. Okay, we've got your mind back on Jinx. Champion that they felt relatively comfortable on. See what Taco is going to pick up. Because if you don't pick the Kled or the Silas in the first rotation, then it's probably just going to be the next 2 bans. More than likely. So, we'll have to see. But the Amumu was also something that has always been banned here by Radioactive. So, we'll see if that gets left up. Okay, instead, we're just going to pick up the Maokai. It's a nice flex pick. Good on support and great at getting on Jinx. I mean, low mobility. You press W, you get honor. It's guaranteed. Let's see what we are pairing this Maokai with. This is most likely support Maokai. Okay, and we are picking up the Amumu jungle that has been perma-banned so far this series. Okay, so really, really good team fighting tanks here in both Maokai and Amumu. So we'll have to see how Radioactive answer this, because there's already a lot of an insane amount of crowd control with just these 2 picks. But the Zac this time is going to be picked up as it wasn't banned early on. Okay, so we've got Maleko on Zac. Zac is a champion that can 1v9 game, but definitely needs a team that isn't 0-30 by the time he's trying to carry. I think what, there was like 10 kills for Radioactive last game, and Maleko had like 5 of them. So, okay, we're pairing the Jinx with the Janna. A good, solid pick. Great against the Maokai, and helpful to push away both Maokai and Amumu in team fights, allowing for better options of peel here. Let's see what we round up the picks here with tacos. Still not picked our 80 carry. But, okay, it looks like we're going Draven Maokai. Okay, I mean, that's an interesting combination. Let's see what the bans are going to look like. 'Cause this Viger really hasn't been much. I don't feel like we need to ban it. But I feel like... Okay, well... the Viger being like 4 and... like 15 in 2 series, in 2 games. But it looks like we're just going to ban the AP comfort picks here from the side of Radioactive. So they're going to have to show us something new for game number 3. Excited to see what it is going to be. Alright, and the Kled here going to be banned after the Volibear. So the one consistent ban is that Kled will not see any play so far this series. Winner here, importantly, takes match point. So if you lose this next game, you can't afford another bad game. You'll have to fight for a pseudo, well, almost a reverse sweep at this point. But so far, it's been going back and forth, so we'll have to see if... Oh, Orianna is pretty solid here. 2 great ball delivery assets with the Maokai and the Amumu. So, balance looking good so far. Hopefully the Amumu goes tank, because if it goes AP, Zac is literally just going to eat him up in the jungle whenever they do trades. So, I don't want to see a Leandres on Amumu. I feel like that's pretty fucking dog shit. What are we gonna be? Ooh, Lab picking up Ambessa blind. Okay. All right, interesting. So being put more on like a heavy duty tank, heavy duty carry opportunity here. Not that the Mordecai is just not a carry. It's like an off tank that is annoying to deal with. But Ambessa can be a big problem here for this Orianna and this Draven. But there's already a lot of CC to get in the way. And the Vex here picked up by Stormy. Okay. Not necessarily the comp to play Vex in. There's no dashes outside of a Mumu Q and Maokai W. But, I mean, I like it. It feels like it has good synergies with the Zac. It can jump in. It can help the efforts. So, it's weird that we have a Jinx when we drafted the rest of the draft was a dive comp. So Renekton here, a good answer into Ambessa. So we're gonna see if Mr. Lab is gonna be able to outplay Cower here, because Cower so far has been having Mr. Lab's number in the drafts. Even in the game 1, Mr. Lab was getting clapped. Though he did have some jungle attention. So we'll see. But in game 2, Mr. Lab did get the first solo bolo of the lane, but then it kind of just went to shit. So it is going to be what it is. Alright, we're just waiting to see. No raid from the Mamago stream? That's sad. Where's my raid? Tisk. What are we waiting on? Are we not ready to get in the game? Alright, we've got the ready check here from Tacos. Alright, as we are in Champ Select, we're going to run the 3-minute ad break right now, and we'll be right back afterwards. Oh, Okay. Unfortunate. Looks like we're gonna be missing out on Clash. As we did start at 7, but there were a numerous amount of delays. So a little bit unfortunate. I'm not falling asleep. No worries. Interested to see this new draft here from both sides. Game hopefully going to be a little more exciting. While I do like some back and forth, what I don't like is one side it stomps one way and then one side it stomps the other way. You know, like I like you know, like an actual game. You know, not just, oh hey, we lost to level 1, let's AFK, because that's essentially what happened both games so far. Like a bad gank happens, or like a bad fight at Grubs, and then like the game literally just ends. Like there was I think it was like a 4-for-1 or whatever at I think the second dragon, and then you could tell like the life was drained from Radioactive, and they didn't even want to play the game out. They were forcing things that they shouldn't have forced, and I don't know, like all the reason went out the window. Whee! Shit just gets yeeted. Alright, we're getting ready to get into the game. Oof. I saw something nice on Twitter. Let's go. Oh, who is this? A DH fan. Mr. Jungler Live. Welcome to the live stream. Alright, so far the series is tied up 1-1. But this next game will decide pretty much the momentum for the rest of the series, because we're down to just a best of 3. Alright, we're getting ready for round 3 of the Skin Roulette. Will we be able to finish it, or will they get faster internet? Who knows? You'll have to find out. In round 3 of today's Skin Roulette, we've got... The screen now want to pop up? Hello? There we go. We've got Chosen of the Wolfine, Bessa, SKTT1, Zac, Empyrean Vex, Arcane Enemy, Jinx, Sacred Sword, Janna, Worlds 2023 Renekton, Heartache, Mumu, Orbiana, Primetime Draven, and World Breaker Maokai. Oof. Oh, just in time. Oof. Screen almost glitched. I almost didn't get it, guys. Whee! Scroll, scroll, scroll. There you go. Still have quadruple teleports, double barrier. This time it's exhaust here for the side of Lily. Noticeably double lethal tempo. No more funny first strike shenanigans. Playing with actual 80 carry runes. Hopefully these 80 carries are going to build attack speed. I want to see some attacks from these attack damage carries. I will be roasting whoever goes collector, i.e. whatever. And then if they die because they have 0 attack speed, I'm going to be like, I told you so. I told you so. My mojo's back. I'm awake. Now that we have real team comps. No more Viger, Mordekaiser garbage. Some real motherfucking champions. I swear, if we win game 3 and then go back to Mordekaiser, Vhagar, blind picks, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad. Mad as 4 coronis, you know. But we got offensive starts from all 6 laners. Dorn's Blade for top and bottom, and Dorn's Rings in the mid lane. And we've got double green smites, so things are going to be a little less hectic in the jungle. We'll have to see if Zach decides to prioritize early ganks, as he is a great early ganker. But you know, he is someone who he is a champion that becomes much more useful once he has something. Kind of like a Mumu, but a Mumu does have amazing ult abilities. Jinx here gonna realize that taking an axe to the face from Draven, not a fun time. And hopefully Stormy has a better laning phase. I want to see this man perform, because if Kojak uses him like a piece of used up toilet paper, I'm not gonna be a fan. So we pick the Vex into this Orianna, which is, to my knowledge, not the most amazing matchup versus Orianna. But I guess it's like the other comfort pick. Ambessa here going in onto Renekton, getting the early level 2. Really important. Are we going to see another cycle? Nope, because the abilities have like 500 million cooldown. You know, it'd be fun to see a tournament played in Earth. Like, with like no CDs. No mana cost, no whatever. So like, it's down to just pure player skill at that point. Ooh, Stormy getting used like a dirty sock at this point. Renekton going in, but the shield from Ambessa is annoyingly huge. Lab going to be able to get that level 3. See what he does with it. Gotta get hit by a big Call of the Meek here. And yeah, thankfully does not take a turret shot in that exchange. Zayas looking for some angles, but right now just stacking up some Qs. Okay, we've got Zach with a little bit faster tempo than the Mumu, so we will probably see something happening at the start of Dragon. Will we see some contention? Okay, a nice combo here by Stormy, but it still doesn't change the fact that he's already out of potions and is starting to be a little bit behind in terms of CS to this round. Big tornado gonna go wide, and the Johnny Shield broken by a single auto attack. Feels bad, man. This Draven probably gonna be an issue in this game. I wonder if we're going to get a Serpent's Fang here on either Renekton or Draven, as this team loves shielding. And there's, yeah. Stormy being zoned off the wave is a little bit feels bad, man. Cower is going to slice in, get a enhanced Ruthless Predator into enhanced Call of the Meek, but Lab is going to be able to just walk away from it, not taking the brunt force of the combo. Lab is missing quite a bit of CS here, but is doing what he can to put in that damage here. We've got the slice, we've got the Ruthless Predator, but Lab doing pretty good here in this lane. Unfortunately, a little bit down like 15 plus CS, so it is a little sad mementos. And Kochak gonna be having a lot of fun in this lane. Renekton now level 5, but Ambessa being able to hit level 6 early is gonna be very important. We'll have to see here. Oh, the turret shot. Oh, no, the double turret shot. That is a feels bad man moment. The zap is going to be dodged away by Zayas. He's going to use the steroids, and Maleko is here, but the stand aside says the fuck off, and is going to cancel the jump animation here from the Zac. Unfortunate here. But Mr. Lab is a little low. Is he about to hit that level 6? Because I'd be scared, to be fair. Have a Renekton with the Fury Bar. Okay. So far, we've gotten an early back from Stormy. Level 6 should technically be gone by Lab on this wave if he's gaining, if he hasn't missed XP yet. We'll have to see. Cower being the first to hit level 6 in the top lane is a little bit scary. The Amumu is also topside. It looks like Mr. Lab has been zoned off of XP. Mamago here forced to a slingshot away. I wondered why my lights flickered for a quick second. But that is grub priority over to the side of Tacos. We are probably just looking to get... Yeah, unfortunately, there's not much counterplay there outside of dodging the flash hook here for Ambessa, and she is being put pretty far behind. Mamago here forced to absorb the wave, means that Ambessa is permanently going to be down about 20 plus CS-ish in this early part of the game. Amumu, though, expending his flash means that for a little bit of time, there's not much he's going to be able to do. Bombi picked up by both sides. I am proud to see both junglers building properly. I do hate Leandries on both of these champions as a first item. As a second item, it's fine. If you have a tank item, you can build whatever you want, but your first item should always be a tank item. And Mamago going to hit level 6 by getting the first scrub. But here, Alucard and Gojak are rotating. We also have Cower. Gotta be a little careful. Mamago going to lose out on the second. The slingshot here going to be cancelled by the command shockwave. And it looks like Zac is going to get turned into shit pudding. Gojak going to take a nice kill. Already ahead of this Vex by a decent amount. Feeling very, very comfortable now. Yeah, the difference when you're playing a mage mid and your opponent has a Lost Chapter and you don't, it just feels so bad. Alucard doesn't know that he's on a ward, but gonna go back to farming. Ambessa has the wave frozen on her, and unfortunately it means that Ambessa's not gonna really get to play the game. Looking to possibly make a public execution play. Yeah, this Ambessa pick not looking too good right now. Does struggle in the early game, but it does scale really well into the late if this Renekton's ever going to give up the pressure. But for the time being, things are going to be very, very rough. And yeah, the boots already allowing Orianna to dodge out of the Vex Qs. It feels bad.
Well, look at you.
Stormy out of mana, out of damage. Janna here going to be found. Has to be a little bit careful. We almost have the shockwave back up. Very risky rotation by Lily. If Eligard was any closer, it could have just been Jover. And super fed Orianna early is very devastating. Here, Lab is finally going to have access to CS, but down about 40-ish CS. Feels bad, and Renekton should be able to get a third plate. Here, first dragon going to be Mamago is going to find them, but the Super Mega Death Rocket is going to steal the dragon. Though Zac going to get found. We do get the resets here on Jinx. The Zap going to be blocked by Grojak, and the Whirling Death going to be enough to assassinate Lily here. So things are, outside of that dragon being stolen by You Are Mine, which was an amazing play. Mamago here off to a pretty rough start. Has a bit more CS thanks to the camps he's been able to farm. But yeah, this Amumu's going Hollow Radiance first. Okay, very interesting. I mean, it is useful. Okay. Okay, we get the public execution in. We've got the all out. But Mamago here able to get the shutdown. Unfortunately, that means that Ambessa is not going to see any of the money. And it is a very feels bad moment. Orianna gets feared here in the mid lane. But Stormy already half-life. Orianna almost having her ultimate is very dangerous here for Stormy. But that was also the flash and ult invested by Ambessa to make that play happen. So, a shockwave coming up in like 10-ish seconds. Stormy's got to be careful. The next command attack could possibly be his death. He does have flash, but losing your flash to something that's like 70-second cooldown would feel very bad. And here Gojak gonna look towards the solo kill, and he gets it. Yeah, Stormy really has to start playing with a bit more respect, as Gojak has had his number every single game. Yeah, there's one thing that's for sure. The solo lanes of Radioactive definitely are not the strong suits. A little bit of negative commentary, but I'm trying to stay positive. I'm not seeing much to be positive about. Draven going Bloodthirster first. Okay, interesting. So he's going to have the lifesteal and already does a lot of damage. The availability to do so much damage and sustain himself against this Jinx. But I'm glad to see the Jinx going Yuntal into possibly IE and then like a pet item. So we'll have to see what we end up getting for Your Mine. The lab is rotating. Mamago is already on grubs, but Alucard is going to be here. Vex is rotating. We do not have the teleport from Gojak, so it looks like we are going to have to give up these grubs for free. And okay, we are going to try and contest the last one. Is it going to be contestable? But no, Zac is going to be able to steal it. We get a knock up here on Zayas, which could be big. And but unfortunately, there's no follow through, as the stand aside is enough to dissuade. Yeah, Gojak is indeed a beast. He has been beasting all over Stormy's butthole tonight, showing him what Taco Bell feels like in your stomach. Cause like man's been running a storm through Stormy, and that's ironic. Already with the completed item on the Orianna, probably just looking for yet another solo kill on Stormy should he take one more bad trade. Welcome Brewskis to the stream. And here we go. Coward does have his ultimate, has the empowered W, just waiting for that misstep. Gonna step up and take about 15% of Ambessa's HP. Ambessa does have to be careful. Gonna have to use the shield defensively. But now we got the Dominus. And the slice, the dice is gonna be enough. We're serving Ambessa cutlets. The Curse of the Sad Mummy into the Command Shockwave gonna be enough. And Gojak is on a killing spree. Stormy is on a downfall. And this game already looks solved here for the side of Tacos. If they just keep playing like this, it doesn't matter how late game you get with a Zac and a Jinx. Yo, Mamago here not going to be found by Orianna. We have a tornado coming in, going to knock up Chaos Eric. And the only upside right now for the side of Radioactive is that we've gone 4 out of 6 grubs. So when we do get around to hitting turrets, we'll be able to do stuff. And we did steal the first dragon. But other than that, it's a 4,000 gold lead. The Whirling Death gonna be invoked, but it's not gonna find its target as it's gonna take too long to look. Lily not having a fun game here on the Janna. Getting caught out time and time again. But when you are a squishy enchanter, if you do not dodge the skill shots, they will be used to kill you. Gojak was forced to invest his flash, but I mean at this point I don't think there's... Oh, Mamago here going in, and he's going in for the suicide attempt. The Command Shockwave gonna be enough. Mamago gonna be forced into the passive here, and yeah, now we're looking for Stormy. Yeah, because obviously Orianna kind of wins these duels. Gonna dodge out. Zac forced to flash away, but does manage to live because Oriana decided to not go after Zac. But Stormy dying once again, always a feels bad man moment. Sunfire game here finished by Zac, so now maybe needs a little bit of damage or a bit of magic resist because this Oriana is gonna hurt. She's 403, working towards her second item. Vex is super far behind, and as we saw when we watched the World Championships, a Vex that's behind is basically just an NPC. Ambessa is also going to get caught out, gonna public execution onto the Renekton, but not gonna be able to get away. And Cower able to take another kill. So solo lanes here from the side of Radioactive are really starting to struggle. 0-6-1. Alright. Alucard is looking for a play at the turret. Does not have his ultimate, but does have a Q. Oh, Surrender Vote has failed here for blue team. And oof, You Are Mine surviving with the barrier, but unfortunately the barrier not blocking any damage on the next wave. Just be careful, could be solo killed. Alucard still here chilling, well, wasting a lot of time in that bush. We're down 6,000 gold in this early game, so unfortunately the Jinx is playing alright, but the big problem is the rest of the team is so far behind that it's just not funny. Gojak gonna be able to get the a turret bounty, not a bounty, but a turret for himself, 700 gold. Will Jinx be able to steal this objective? I mean, if she does, it is going to buy a lot of time. We're gonna see the Super Mega Death Rocket is available, but it looks like we're not going to invest it. So we're just sending the Jinx mid to farm. We shouldn't be looking for a fight here. We should not be looking to fight. We are super far behind. And right now, you can afford to give up a few dragons. It's an infernal soul, so you can afford to give up one infernal to try and finish your items. But here's Stormy finally respecting the fact that there are other people in this game going to flash away from the Amumu Q, because that was a dead Stormy. If not, we get the Rift Charge on to the tier 2. Mamago here gonna get caught out by Gojak. Gonna be taking a winning trade so far. I mean, he's a Zac, and even when Zac doesn't build damage, he does a lot of damage. So let the teleport here by Cower, but Mamago is nearby, so Cower should be a little bit careful, but it is a 2-item Renekton. And yeah, Lily is on her way as well. That is the teleport here from Gojak invested, so Stormy is going to get a little bit of time with this turret. Maybe the chance to take a turret play, not played, but maybe get a good chunk of damage. Amumu is making his way to the top lane to dissuade Vex from continuing, and Zeus working towards the second item. It looks like we are just trying to get that mid lane outer turret, as it is going to be very important to what we want to do. And if you want good objective control, that mid lane outer is a very important turret to get, because it allows you to have more ease of access into the enemy jungle, and does allow you to get better vision. And Lab here getting turned into a raincoat. Gonna channel his ult, but unfortunately it's not even gonna go on cooldown. That's how fast he dies. The flash here invested by Renekton, but at this point I'm scared to check the gold. Oh, Jesus Christ. I am scared to check the gold indeed. This Infernal Dragon coming up in 10 seconds should be given over to the side of Tacos. We get a flash for flash here, but oh, You Are Mine also using the barrier. A little bit unfortunate. Mamago here gonna look for a fight with the Renekton, but he's level 14. So got Stormy now getting some attention at the turret in the top lane. Should be able to take it as, you know, there's no teleports or anything left. So at least that's going to be a little bit of money. Unfortunately, no objective bounties here. But Lily getting caught out because of the Sad Mummy and the Whirling Death combo. And we're just going to look to get onto the team. Well, Jack almost going to die to a turret shot. But we're going to be able to take this turret here. We get the TP in from Stormy, but sadly this Vex doesn't really have the damage to make up for it in team fights, so we're just going to get that, and that's going to be that. Do get a beautiful kill on Lily and You Are Mine, so things pretty rough here. And well, Jack not respecting the fact that, you know, there was a Zac nearby. Probably didn't know, but and Mamago Near has to turn on the 1v9 pants because he's the only hope for his team. I mean, the Jinx is getting close to 2 items, which is nice. With 4 grubs and 3 people, we should be able to take a turret. And Stormy is gonna die for the turret, so but I mean unless they get Baron here, it is technically worth because it's not really worth any money. I almost have 3 items on the Renekton. Things are a little crazy. Zac is just turbo power farming. Needs to make sure that they do not get Baron off of this. And Mamago is up 2 levels on the Amumu, who has basically just stopped farming. And Lab not having any fun against this Renekton, who's up 2 levels on 2 levels on him. So I'm just looking to take little trades here onto oh, okay, gets a favorable trade so far here. Oh, but that was a lot of damage. The public execution here going to be another Shadow Dash, and the Vex is going to get an assist with Nature's Grass. Lily is caught out, has to use the John ult. The Shockwave's going to be pulling in Stormy, but Your Mine is getting some resets, needs to be attacking with the rockets. And Zay is going to be going down, and that is a momentum change here for the side of Radioactive. They have woken up, but a beautiful, beautiful wombo here by the Zac. And that is probably going to be that. I mean, there is double TP available here. Do we have a sweeper to see something? We'll see. But we have no ultimates. And Stormy is super low though, but I don't think the teleport would be able to finish channeling in time. No, we are just going to give it over here to the side of Radioactive, and they are able to close that gold gap. Zac now 3.5 items, almost 4,000 gold ahead. And Jinx catching back up on the gold. Ambessa's still pretty far down, but at least Stormy only down about 1,000 gold. So things are looking good here for Radioactive after that team fight. They got a Baron, they have a Dragon. Now they need to keep up that momentum. Zac gets more OP as the game goes on. Draven sadly starts to fall off. Mamago here looking for Cower, but it jumps ahead of him instead of on him. And now trying to get some information here inside the pit. Do note we have all the ultimates available for both teams. Lily here gonna get caught out here in a command shockwave though, forced to use the ultimate, but she is gonna be taken down super fast. And ooh, things are going from bad to worse. Okay, Mamago has to put in that carry performance, but Stormy gonna get turned into a piece of cheese. and Mamago gonna get turned into some grapefruit pudding as a horrible team fight here by Radioactive. Lily getting caught. Unfortunate. And Bessa probably looking to make a play towards the Oriana. Lab trying to get some cooldowns, but we're channeling the Renekton's TP. Okay, well, the power balance is back here on the side of on the side of Tacos. We really need to stop having this Janna get caught. So we really need her ultimate to move the Amumu, the Maokai, and the Renekton away from the carries. Unfortunately, there's no one appeal for Stormy, and yeah, he just got murderized. Jinx though now nearing her third item. Cower is gonna find Lab and is gonna do a lot of damage to him. Okay, the exhaust here gonna be enough. Janna, really good exhaust here. We are looking for a play here on the Oriana. It is going to be found forcing the flash. Cower here going to be in a little bit of trouble. The command shockwave goes through. But we've got the super mega death rocket. It's going to be enough to get a kill. But here, Alucard is going to find Jinx. Is she going to be able to get out? Force the flash, force the barrier away. But Ambessa able to get a double kill here. Beautiful play here by Your Mind to confirm a teamfight kill with the speed up here. Was able to move away here from the Amumu. And Stormy able to get some turret pressure by getting a bot lane inner turret. We have a big wave here up top. And Ambessa and Lily should be able to take this turret. Zach not the best at taking turrets, but only the slingshot into the turret so they can hopefully take it. And the gold swing is back in the favor of Radioactive. This is what I want when I say I want a good game. This is a very big back and forth. But good team fights so far by the side of Radioactive, allowing them to possibly get back into this game. But they have a little bit of lead. And the Ambessa finally is not an NPC anymore. A triple tornado knockup. Very nice here from the side of Lily. But we've got a dragon in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Got a baron in 2 minutes. So we'll have to see what ends up getting prioritized. Finally have the two items here on the finally have the two items here for Vex. We've got 3 items now on the Jinx, almost 3 items on the Ambessa. Ambessa's still down quite a bit of gold, but really trying to catch up. Beautiful, beautiful plays by Lab in the last team fight. Thornmail also picked up by Zach, so now Zach at the 4 item mark. Zach is huge. If Radioactive win, it's purely going to be off the fact that Mamago is playing champions that can 1v39. We see what happens when he plays a champion that can't have enough impact. They lose. But when he plays Zac or Viego, champions that are commonly known for like 1v9ing the momentum in a game, it is indeed nice to see. Alright, Zay is farming up towards his 4th item. We are clearing some vision. A burn in 35 seconds. Will be started. We do have double teleport here available for the side of Radioactive, and only Renekton is about to get his TP. Oriana still has a ways to go. It feels good to see a Jinx be able to clear the wave pretty well. Alright. Alucard is gonna run. Oh, gonna get zapped up. But we are starting a team fight. Oh, force the slingshot away. That is a really big ultimate here from the Maokai, invested to save his jungler potentially. Cower now level 17, but Ambessa, you can see she's caught back up because she's already level 16. So that is good. The rank 3 ultimate available here. Mamago going to use his jump precariously. But we are looking for plays. He is on a ward. Gonna find Chaosark in the bush. We're at the point in the game where Zach's E cooldown is super low. Gonna try to land onto Alucard. Gonna use the blast plant, but Alucard is gonna flash away. The shadow dash here is gonna miss. We've got the shadow dash invested, but it is gonna miss. Grojak not gonna be in this team fight. Just gonna get assassinated, and Zach is gonna do the 1v9 style play. Your Mine is gonna be able to get away. We have to be careful. Oh, the Fear and Eyes from the Vex gonna be enough. And this Jinx has been fully scaled. We've got the ultimate from Draven, but are we going to be using the Whirling Death? Jinx now back up to almost full health after attacking away. Let's see. We've got about another 2,000 gold to spend. Mamago here going to be taking the dragon, so now finally getting back control of these objectives. And things are looking great here for Radioactive. If they play like this, they definitely can lose the game. By starting the Baron up, Radioactive is dead for 15 seconds. It does not have teleport or flash, so it not be able to get in. Alucard is making his way slowly, but I think they're trying to path together, but by the time they do, it might already be over. However, this Jinx is not here, so this Baron take is a little bit slow. Jinx has arrived, so it means the timer is eclipsing. And Jinx going to be able to secure the Baron Nashor here for the team. Now we get recalls, and we should get some decent items. We got a Seekers here for Vex. We get a Last Whisper here for Jinx. We get a Sterix here for Ambessa, so things are on the up and up here for Radioactive in this game number 3. After having a really bad early game, a beautiful team fight. Oh, Jinx now has the Lord Dominic's Regards. She sell the Dorans for it? So let's find out. Yeah, she did. So 4 item Jinx, 100% crit. She is ready to team fight. Fully scaled. Now the only thing she could possibly get is like maybe like a Bloodthirster or like a Guardian Angel, but she has access to the most amount of damage that she needs to have. Cower here is recall gonna get cancelled because he sees Mamago. Alright. Ambessa is here solo farming and pushing. Baroned up waves with 4 grubs means this turret goes down pretty fast. Public execution gonna be thrown here onto Zeus, and he's gonna get turned into chicken fried steak. Mamago here looking for the engage potential. Gonna find Grojak, forcing the flash. The Super Mega Death Rocket going to find half a person. And Your Mine is now dominating. But Stormy gonna get turned into some emo cheese as Renekton uses her like chopped liver. Grojak, already having used the flash, gets sent to the Shadow Realm. And this looks like it's going to be a Game 3 win by the side of Radioactive. A beautiful comeback, and just the Mamago on 1v9 style champions. That is what we need to see here. The Jinx in a little bit of trouble, but the Janna finally seeing her purpose, being able to push the carries away from her carry, and that is going to be the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Radioactive go to match point versus Tacos. One more game like that, well, maybe not the early game, but one more game like that, and Radioactive will be your Division 5 winners. Now we wait for the coaches and stuff to do their things. Let's unmute the playlist. Fortunately, not gonna be able to do the clash, as it does start at 10. So, but while we wait for the invite, for this next game lobby. Waiting on that invite. Okay, so we've got tacos on red. Alright. The scoreboard. We're on match point. Now, will Mileko be given access to such broken champions? Or will we finally change things up? Let's see. We only have one ban because we're using a sub here for tacos. So, things are pretty rough. Yeah, we've got the ready check from tacos. Waiting on the ready check here for Radioactive. Alright, let's see what Radioactive have in store for us. I am muted. Okay, I'm sorry. I was cringing because I saw the Vygar pick, and we did not first pick this up. Sorry, I was typing, and I didn't want the mechanical keyboard to be picked up by the mic. But yeah, thank you. Renekton here gonna be banned by Radioactive. Really not enjoying that Ambessa matchup with the Renekton. But it looks like Ambessa is gonna be bad anyway, so it didn't matter for the Renekton ban. What else are we gonna ban? Are we gonna ban the Volibear? I mean, that'd be a little bit too much magic damage, right? But I mean, there's no tank on the side of Radioactive, so it doesn't really matter at that point. Okay, yeah, Volibear looks like it's going to be the ban. Probably just a comfort pick, though it has done pretty damn well in games 1 and 2. Alright, here, the blind pick, probably going to be the 80 carry here for Taco so that they can counter pick top lane. And the counter pick worked really, really well for the Renekton. Was up for most of the games, just the rest of his team a little bit, you know, behind. It's just the Zac was like let loose, and there was no one who tried to stop him. He didn't make okay. Vayne Zareth. No, sorry, Vayne Maokai bot lane. Okay, that's interesting. It's not the strongest early game, but towards like the 2-3 item mark or whatever, Vayne's probably gonna become a problem. There's a lot of threats here for Tacos to deal with, for Radioactive to deal with. I have to see if this Nocturne is enough. Is it Vygar support and Swain mid, please? Actually, I don't know. I've to be fair, I've lost faith in Stormy. Honestly, give that Swain. Wait, why is Swain being picked here? I am so confused why we are picking Swain into Maokai. But normally if it's like Swain to carry, it works, but we already liked him. Huh? Is it Mr. Lab on Swain top? It has to be, right? I'm confused. But this could either go well or it could be really fucking ugly. I also don't know if the Zac is top or jungle, but it should probably just be jungle. It hasn't really seen much success in lane or while. Okay, Rumble, not the pick that I picked to pick into Swain, but alright, well, there we go. That's our last, or potentially our last draft. If Radioactive lose this because of the Vygar, I swear to God I'm gonna lose it. Please, for the love of God, Stormy, have a good laning phase. All I'm asking you, please. Your team can probably carry you to the trophy. You just need to have one good laning phase, Stormy. One good laning phase. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Okay, well, while we wait on the champion select, I don't even know if we're in champion select because I think my league screen froze. Let me just check my task manager real quick. Are we like in game or something? Can someone see if we're in game? On their friends list? Like, am I like in game or something? Because like my league client is completely frozen. No? Okay. Oh, okay. Alright. Let me just end this task real quick. Yeah. Alright. Will do. Too long just rebooting the right client because, well, the lead client because, well, potato, potato, gelato, gabato, you know, small indie company, guys. Alright, Alright, sorry about that. Small indie company. Everyone's ready up. We got that banger Mario music. Oh, look at that jig dance. Game 4 hype. Oh, I really have to go take a piss. Okay. I'm just gonna wait for the beat to drop. What? Man, I got scammed. I thought we were gonna get the OG drop. RIP. Alright. So, enjoy the 3 minutes of ads, ladies and gentlemen. I will be right back. I will be muting the mic this time. Don't worry. I will know that I'm muted. Alright, we are back. Once more fucking again. The worst feeling when you need to go take a piss, but like you can't get up. That was like me halfway through game 3. I was like, oh please just end the game. Just end the game. Just end the game. I thought Tacos was gonna take match point, you know, when they were up like 5,000 gold. Then they threw the entire lead because Zach just goes unga bunga on their assholes. And we'll see if the Zach Rumble vein is enough to take Tacos to game number 5, ladies and gentlemen. Will it be enough? Who knows? It was enough for Radioactive last game. And now, this time, Stormy is back on Viger. So far, 0-2 with like a 0.2 KDA on the champion this series. Sorry, he's 1-1, but he has like a 0.2 KDA. So it looks very, 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 very iffy. Oh hey, we just hit 240 follows. Thanks. Awesome. Cool. I didn't even notice early on, but I just got a notification on Twitch for it. Now imagine I could hit 240 subscribers. Shit, man. I'd be set. Not for life, but I'd be able to actually eat the food I want to eat instead of eating like selection pasta. Fantastic. That should be coming back from your ads real quickly. Well, real soon. Just like 10 seconds left. And here we go with 2.5 minutes until the spectator delay is over, and then we will be getting into the game. Alright, here we go. Could potentially be the last skin roulette of the year, ladies and gentlemen. What are we getting this time? We've got Crystal Rose Swain, Ravager Nocturne, Baron Von Viger, Arcane Enemy Jinx, Immortal Journey Soraka, Cafe Cuties Rumble, Zac, Sweet Chroma, Guardian of the Sand Seraph, Dawnbringer Vayne, and World Breaker Maokai. Oof, almost didn't finish in time. But we are good because we are that good. We are him. Here we go. We've got 4 teleports, double lethal tempo, double barrier. Same summoners as the last game, except we swapped out the support.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Interesting to see this team come, because it feels like a lot of magic damage. But I guess by baiting them into building too much MR, the Vayne is going to tear them a new one. But that's assuming Zayas wins lane against You Are Mine. Didn't have the best lane against You Are Mine this series so far, so putting a lot of pressure on the AD carry here of Radioactive to perform. Sorry, the AD carry of Tacos to perform. I mean, there is always pressure on the Jinx. It does have to get involved, make sure they get kills and stuff. So definitely gonna need to be thing that happens. Well, I'm interested in seeing this top lane matchup. Conqueror Swain versus Arcane Rumble. No Ignite on the Rumble. As many would say in the casting world, that is a deficiency to not take Ignite on Rumble when you are taking Arcane Comet. You should normally just say Conquer if you're not taking Ignite. But we'll have to see. The Lab has had a little bit of a rough laning phase against Cower in the entirety of the series. And hopefully Stormy is here to play for this game. Ooh, the never move start here on Swain. Level 1, that feels a little bit awkward. I think Death Hand might have been a little bit better because now it just has like no access to the wave. Okay, I mean the root is not that bad, but I don't really play effect on a Swain top. Actually, I don't think I've ever played Swain top. Okay, Zay is just queuing into the Jinx. So far, Stormy not looking bad, which is what Stormy wants. Yeah, Rumble and Swain really just poking at each other instead of trying to farm. Ooh, Cower getting taken pretty low here. Nice def hand here from, Jesus Christ. Okay, well, so Stormy starting to take a lot of the Zeref Wombo combo, but Mr. Lab here putting in a good amount of effort here. Oh, the third shot gonna be enough. That's first blood to Mr. Lab. Cower might hate himself for that. That was a huge misplay. But hey, at least You Are Mine and Lily having a little bit more of a fun lane this time, them being the aggressors. And Vayne playing on the back foot. Gonna be playing on the back foot for most of this game, if anything, unless there's like a ridiculous amount of Mr. Lab has to be careful. Okay, the never move is gonna miss. Rumble is looking for a play here, but Swain has not much CS, so we're looking to get some CS before we get other stuff done. Here, Lab is going to be forced to take a recall, but I don't know what happened to Zach, but is down double scuttle already. Nocturne just going to continue farming. Lab here going with just a blasting wand, so it's got a little bit of money left over, but not enough money to make a difference. I would chase. I would have chased. That was easily. It was very easy to force a flash here. But Rumble gets a safe recall now. Has a little bit of money himself, but unfortunately hasn't been having the funnest time in lane. That misplay at the turret was really big. And that's gonna be a second solo bolo. This time by himself, not just a turret. But yeah, this Rumble pick feels a bit trolly-oly-oly. And now no teleport, we're losing a huge wave. And about another 1,000 gold. Yeah, Swain's gonna become oppressive if you just let him do whatever he wants to do. Both first strikes proccing at the same time, but it doesn't make much sense that they can. Okay. Alright, well, Stormy gonna get butt fucked by the Zeref. A beautiful combo here by Gojak. I was just speechless watching, like, alright. Stormy no flash. A tale as old as time. The man will die. A flashless Stormy is a gray screened Stormy. Okay, here, Mamago gonna go in, but forced away here. We do manage to get a single grub, which is kind of nice. Lab has to be a little bit careful, though. Okay, we're gonna get the baby cage onto 2 people. Coward does have access to his flash, so I mean, burning the Swain ult here though feels pretty bad because it's a really long cooldown. But hey, we're getting at least one grub. Gotta make sure that we contest the next grub. But Mamago up about like 400 gold on the Zac, just straightly by out farming the shit out of him. And now we're gonna get this dragon started. Both the bot lane here having taken a recall for TNT means that there's not gonna be any contention for this objective. And Lab gonna be able to continue pushing into this Rumble. Doesn't have his ult though, but has his flash. Has to be a little careful. Probably gonna be jumped in, and the let's bounce should be enough. And the equalizer is gonna help get the shutdown. The zap here landing on Zeus, but he should be able to get his farm. Is that the Rod of Ages finish? No. Not by a long shot. Picks up some boots. But at least he held his flash, knowing that it just didn't matter. Okay, Stormy, can you dodge? Nope. A flashless Stormy is a dead Stormy. And now this lead is getting incredibly big in the mid lane. It's already 1,000 plus. It's already like 1,200 gold. Stormy not having access to his teleport. Xerath now almost having his first item. Things are getting pretty ugly. Zac here going to look to invade the red buff, but Mamago does have vision on it. But the bot lane of Radioactive is rotating. I don't know why we're looking to invade so much. We're down so much CS. Should probably just farm our own camps, right, Zac? Okay, the next important point of contention is gonna be these grubs. So having access to at least 4 grubs is gonna be huge. Zac is making his way into the bot lane. Hey, the Vision of the Empire here going to be used onto the Xerath in the mid lane. But we've got the Nature's Grasp. And we're able to flash away. We get tumbled into the wall, and Zeus is going to get his first kill of the game. A flashless Stormy is a dead Stormy. Once again, Stormy getting dicked on. To be fair, it's nothing new this series. Okay, Eligard might be in a little bit of trouble, but gonna be able to get away. The teleport here channeled the Paranoia, forcing the passive and the teleport. So both Gojak and Stormy able to make it to the top lane. Zac does die though for relatively nothing. And Gojak has to be a little bit careful. We gets hit by a little too many skill shots. We get the flash away from Gojak here. But that is going to be... Okay, well... Stormy really likes dying. I feel bad for Stormy, but at the same time I don't, man. Like, why are we over chasing? We're guaranteed to have the grubs. There's no need to overextend. And now we just gave the Rumble some money to try and get him back in. Now Lab might be in a little bit of trouble. Actually, no, he should be fine. Cower here gonna be fine, flashing away. Yeah, if Stormy doesn't stop dying, we're getting silver scrapes, because this Zeref is huge, man. An item with boots already, and Stormy's got some mana. And here, waiting on the dragon to spawn. We're looking to take it, but the Zac is in the bot lane, not spotted by the Scryer's Bloom. We do spot Maleko, however. The Paranoia invested onto Gojak. He doesn't have flash, and a Nocturne going to take the money. That's a good thing, because if you reset the gold bounty on Stormy, you're just going to give the enemy team too much gold. Cower here, though, has the equalizer. We're going to get it. Okay, we use the equalizer, but we forgot to hit people with it. But a flashless Stormy is a dead Stormy. And once again, the flashless Stormy has been run the fuck down. Swain here forced to teleport. Maleko might be in a little bit of trouble. But now we have a 4v4 here in the bot lane at the dragon. Maleko taking a lot of damage. The Ride of the Arcane here. We get the Super Mega Death Rocket here to get a kill onto Zac, and Chaos Eric gonna be stuck in the Demonic Ascent. Mr. Lab doing a good job. And you are mine able to get that turret played. We are looking to get the Rift Herald. Mr. Lab going to be in a little bit of danger. Gojak here. No flash still. And we're able to just walk away. We have no Ride of the Arcane. So we do have to be a little bit careful. But Lab in a little bit of danger here. We are going to kill Gojak as he gets a little bit greedy. Oof. The barrier here, I'm not sure why it was invested. There is no burn on either of these champions. But we've got Rift Herald, and it looks like we're gonna be getting the T1 solo gold here to the Jinx. That is good. Now we got the T1 bot and the T1 mid. We're forcing the teleport here from Zeref, but we're going to be also getting this dragon. Stormy forced to teleport up top, but hey, he's got flash. He's got flash, ladies and gentlemen, and that means if Stormy has flash, he can't possibly die, right? Because he's only ever died when he has not had flash. Okay, that is 2 dragons to none, 4 grubs, and a Rift Herald. So we're getting some work done. The Rift Herald not used yet, but good amount of money generated here from the side. Oh, okay, a flashless Stormy. Oh, is it a dead Stormy? No, because we're not going to land any skill shots. But here, a flashless Stormy, now a dead Stormy. It's a saying that's gonna haunt him for the rest of his life. We got the Super Mega Death Rocket in the base, but we are not gonna opt to use it. Oh, the Vision of the Empire is gonna spot. Okay, we have the Super Mega Death Rocket. Rumble's probably gonna... Oh. A little premature, unfortunately. Rumble deciding not to agree to take a recall at his turret. Instead, going to recall in the bush by the inner turret. So he should be fine. But that is the 3rd outer turret taken here. So all 3 outers taken versus no turrets taken. Radioactive are seeming to play like this is game number 1. But there is a Zac. And there's one thing we know about Zac. Is that we saw exactly what happened But Zach was super far ahead last time. In just like in terms of farm and CS and stuff. The lab gonna be in a bit of trouble, gets tumbled. The paranoia invested. We do manage to kill the Rumble. And that's a double kill. The Swain, pretty unkillable at this point of the game. If you don't bring anyone that has any damage, you won't be able to kill him. And Radioactive able to take a 3-man kill for 0. Yeah, the Swain has a lot of HP, so unless you're trying to clear the wave, it's not gonna work. Turret taken here, and it's bouncing time. We do get the Rift Herald charge into the inhibitor turret. Super Mega Death Rocket going to miss by a country mile, forcing the flash here on the Big Jack. And Alucard here going to be thankful that he gets to live another day. Hey, at least the focus is off of Stormy right now, so if Stormy can't die, the team can't lose, right? Your Mind getting free access to the turret, but should just be looking to fight. The Jinx had a bit more cojones. The Zeref was dead, and Lab unfortunately gonna flash while having equalizer damage on him, and is going to be sent to the Shadow Realm. Was that a shutdown? That was a shutdown. Okay, so the Rumble getting a bit more money now. So this the top lane having some money. Stormy. Okay, but Stormy does not flash. Okay, but we're not gonna chase him. But Stormy does not flash. The paranoia here invested onto Grotjak, and it don't matter if you got a stun. Nocturne's got a spell shield. And Nocturne only has 3,000 gold to spend. I was like, how are you 403 150 CS and just have a Stormbreaker? Sorry, Stridebreaker. Stormbreaker. What the fuck? I think that's Volibear's open threat. And yeah, we've got Dragon in a minute. We got Baron in a minute as well. We really need to see some recalls, but we have the Rod of Ages. Are we going Thimblewinter on Swain? Excuse me? Alright, well, I mean, I guess when you're rich, you can build whatever you want. It's like telling rich people they can't use their money to get what they want in life. So it's not going to work. We've got the Horizon Focus almost on the way here, but hey, for the first time, Stormy is 0-6, but he's not that far behind in gold. He's actually relatively even with Kojak because Kojak's been dying so often. This Vayne hasn't really done much, but we're not at the point where Vayne can 1v39 games. And Zach, unfortunately, just having a single item means we're going to be behind for quite a little bit of time. The silence here going to come down onto Chaos Eric. He's going to walk away. We're going to be protecting that pink ward in the bush. We get the stun here. And, oh, hey, Stormy gets his first kill of the game. Let's go. Increasing his KDA to less than 0. And here we go. Hextech Soul Point being started now. Okay, good job by Radioactive. Up about 8,000 gold. And sorry, yeah. Vayne gonna be the victim of the Nocturne Fear into the Zap. Maleko is unstoppable, is going to get caught out. Flashes into the Elastic Slingshot. We are trying to get onto Maleko, but Maleko is too goated, and he has a Soraka's aboard, so it means he's basically invincible. Yeah, Stormy lost his flash. This is bad news for Radioactive. We have to wait 5 minutes before forcing a team fight with Stormy, because if not, Stormy is gonna die. Ooh, Rumble able to take the red buff away. Stormy. Careful, you're alone. You don't know. Oh, Mr. Lab might be in a little bit of Dagadoogie Kaka. And but hey, it's a Fed Swain. He's gonna pop the ultimate and just go to town on people. Try to keep people in his ultimate, and unfortunately, it's gonna time out. But the Zeref is out of mana, so he can't use the Pokey Pokey no Me. Forced to take a recall here. Mamago just AFK farming like his life depended on it. 505, nearing 3 items, probably working towards, I don't even know what item he's trying to build. I want to say a Black Cleaver, but it looks like we're trying to gesture towards the Baron Asher, trying to end this game before Stormy dies too much. But yeah, this Rumble build, a little confusing. Going Abyssal Max, second item. That doesn't feel like a Rumble build. Your Mind taking a lot of damage here. Forced to use the barrier. Has the Soraka, so it should be a little bit fine. Double anti-heal, triple anti-heal items invested here from the side of Tacos, and 0 from the side of Radioactive. We are getting ready to maybe fight around this Baron. Who knows? Got thrown off it the first time. Mamago has his ultimate, so it means he can look for some juicy, good nom noms, you know. But it's no, Stormy is flashless, but Mamago is alive. So it's a Super Mega Death Rocket here, gonna do about half the Glojack's health bar. But Lab is in a bit of trouble. We don't have the Swain ultimate, and Stormy is gonna die because he has no flash. Now Lab is in trouble, but a beautiful. A beautiful chompers by Jinx. Mamago really trying to get away from the flame spitter. He's trying, and Lab here gonna interrupt Bojack, but the Baron gets aggroed. Alucard here doesn't have his passive, but we gotta be careful. The Equalizer is almost off cooldown. The Visionary Empire is gonna miss, and now Your Mind is looking for cannon fodders. Mamago almost has his ultimate back up. Jinx is trying to clear the wave to be able to do stuff. We've got the choppers thrown out, but Mr. Love is super low. He's forcing the ultimate here, but he's getting low. And will he be able to survive? Yeah, he is going to be able to survive. And the entirety of Tacos decides to take a shit in public, and they die. Unfortunate here for Tacos. But they fell for the curse of Stormy. You kill Stormy, but the rest of your team dies. I'd say that's a well worth trade for Radioactive. Hey, Stormy almost had 2 items. He's almost there, guys. Alright, Lab now having the Fimbulwinter, getting a Spectre's Cowl? Is that a Spectre's Cowl? I think it's a Spectre's Cowl. I don't know. I've never seen a Rejuve be just randomly built before. Unless you're playing like Mundo or Cho'Gath. Okay, the Vayne almost getting to that 2-item threshold, getting a little scary, but the Jinx is huge. The Vayne counterpick not really working. And this Maokai by Chaos Eric, you know, worked, I think, game 2, but games 3 and 4, it's kind of been very iffy. Oh, here, Lab here, gonna get stunned up, gonna dodge out, but we've got the Paranoia. We are able to get onto Big Jack, and Big Jack is about to get Big died. And, yo, he's nearing Stormy's death count. So, that's one thing. Alright, so now we've got a Hextech Soul on the line here, ladies and gentlemen. Will Alucard be able to be a jungler for the first time this series? Because Mamago has had this guy's number since before the start of the first series, I've felt. Alright, we're not even going to try it. Hextech Soul, there's a Jinx, there's a Swain, there's a Nocturne. Yeah, this looks like it's over. Even Soraka benefits so much for the Hextech Soul. Landing a single Q means that everyone's like super perma-slowed. We've got the Hexblade now on Nocturne, which means his ultimate going to come off cooldown even faster. Stormy has 2 items, ladies and gentlemen. Raise the alarm, call the police, get ready to celebrate because Stormy has finished his 2nd item. Let's go. All right. The locked-in queue revealing all the players of TNT. Hilarious. Alright, we've got the paranoia. Okay, it's gonna be invested. Mamago just takes the red buff because he can. We got Dive in the back line. Mr. Lab wants to end this game. Says, fuck this shit. Stormy can't throw my games anymore. We've won the trophy. It's going to be 5 people. Stormy lost his flash, by the way, so he might die again. But at this point, the Stormy memes are just jokes. Zeus on his vein, not able to find anything. And Elukai, to be fair, doesn't play Zac. I can tell. It feels bad, man. And Mamago is like, yo, give me that MVP. Ladies and gentlemen, I carried y'all to a trophy win. And that is gonna be the series. Radioactive are your Division 5 winners. Let's get a golf clap. Alright, wait. I got a track. I got a track just for this. Wait. Alright, it's gonna get copyright claimed, but I don't care. Alright. Alright, here we go. Get that jiggy dance. And this is officially, I think this was my last Mamago live stream of the year. I'm not too sure. I might be casting the 3rd place match for DH tomorrow. I'm not too sure. But congratulations to DH Radioactive for winning the Division 5 Mamago Finals. It was a convincing game 1 and 3. 1 and 4. 2 and 3 were iffy. Well, 2 was definitely a shit show. But game 3, a welcoming comeback. So congratulations one last time to DH Radioactive for winning the grand finals of the Division 5 in the Mamago League. That's going to be it for me. And if you enjoyed, make sure to drop a follow. If you wish to see more content like this, check out the Fallen Sanctum on YouTube. I upload all my VODs there and some more bonus content. So if you're excited to see stuff like that, feel free to check it out. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. Good night.